Why, hello there. Good meowing, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever time it is for you, thank you so much for stopping by and welcome to tonight's stream. It is, it's time to hopefully finish, Makino's route today. Please, God. Last time we played this game, I expected us to be able to finish it. This route. Oh boy, that didn't happen. But, you know, we only have about, I think, half of the main... I think we just have chapter 7 left. Which it'll be perfectly fine. And then we can, move on to Riku. So, without any further ado, let's pop over here. Hello, hello, hello. It's me. I'm a little higher up than usual. Move myself down a bit. All right. So, yeah, if you remember, we ended a stream after chapter 6 because some just crazy shit happened. And I couldn't continue because I was like, I need to take a moment. This game is wild. It's good at times, and at times it's really bad. It's like a crapshoot. They must have had like different people writing each route, cause wow. But yes, all right, back to Makino. Oof. After I got the Christmas invite, I spent a lot of time researching things. The big day was close at hand. College was on winter break, and I didn't need to work that week, so I had plenty of spare time. I may have been invited, but I'm still going to a family celebration. I need to make sure I'm not rude. I meticulously focused on every detail, from what gift to bring to my outfit. They already think I'm his weird friend. His father knows me a little, but his mother must think I'm really odd. There's no way I could explain I was pretending to be his girlfriend, came over as a friend, and am now his actual girlfriend. I need to turn my mic down just a bit. I got a little high up there. All right. It even confuses me sometimes. I also didn't know how Harume explained things to them, if he did. The more I think about it, the more stressed I get. Another thing to worry about was... what should I give him as a present? Presents were a staple of the holiday, whether you were a friend, family, or lover. Hi, Phantom. Yeah, we're hopefully finishing Makino today, but I was tempted to play Uma. Even do like a pre-recording of it. It's pretty fun. Also, I don't have many stat raisers. I don't play many stat raiser games, so it scratches a niche that I haven't had filled elsewhere. I had to give him something. If I was gonna give him a gift, I wanted it to be something he'd really enjoy. The more I considered, the more worried I got. I guess this was just how holidays were. What Harume likes is anime, but he's bought just about anything he'd want on his own. I can't recommend a series he doesn't know since he's introduced me to everything. It would be awkward if I gave him something he already has. If I couldn't get him anything anime related, I needed to find something else. I was frowning down at my phone screen when it suddenly rang. Oh, the director. Hello, Ueda speaking? That's an interesting way to... That's a very interesting way to introduce yourself. Not as the director, but Harumi's father. He wanted to discuss Harumi's present. Oh, shit. Are we gonna freaking work with his dad to get him a present? They spent a long time apart, and their and their relationship, once Harumi returned, had been strained. He had no idea what Harumi liked. I confessed I was stumped about it, too, so we decided to exchange ideas at a later date. Man, I really hope you're not my dad, too, because that'd be fucking weird. Likewise, sir. Thank you for the help. Though, I'm pretty certain he isn't, because we already did the, like, he knows our mother is he knows who our mother is, so if he was like, I actually fucked your mom quite a lot, he would have already said that. We chose when and where to meet, then hung up. Now, what should I give him? I felt a little more excited about the hunt now that I had someone to talk to about it. Okay. Oh yeah, you know what I haven't done our top 10 stamps. Yo. Putting someone head. Also, hold on. Did I just see that Anime International liked one of my tweets where I was screaming about Kuya? Wait a second. Did I just see that right? Hold on. I need to go investigate this. They did. Anime International liked one of my tweets. I quote retweeted their announcement of the new Connie merch, screaming Kuya merch, and they just liked it. Okay, well, I've been perceived. The next day, amid his busy schedule, I met Mr. Makino at a cafe. He arrived a few minutes after our scheduled meeting time. You're fine. It's alright, I just arrived myself. I can only hope after all the drama in Chapter 6 that Chapter 7 is pretty normal, but I can just imagine the fact that Harumi might walk in on this and somehow think we're dating his dad. I'm not putting anything past this game at this moment. I didn't imagine I'd be talking with you like this. Me neither. I'm sorry I haven't been able to properly introduce myself yet. How is Harumi lately? He sometimes talks about his family with me. He was looking more like a devoted father now, because we know what that looks like. I thought I was following already, but alright. Interesting. Alright. When he talked about Harumi, his stern visage as a director disappeared, and he sounded warmer and gentler. Yeah, are you gonna figure out you fucked up? No, I'm sure Harumi understands. Oh. Oh. If so, I'm happy to hear that. Hearing that directly from my boyfriend's father made my face turn bright red in combined happiness and embarrassment. He smiled gently as the drinks we ordered arrived. Our conversation had come to a brief lull. Maybe I can ask him now. I've asked this before, that I forgot we have had this conversation with him before, but do you have any idea who my father might be? What do you mean? You're still pursuing that? Yeah, of course. I haven't had any leads since then. It could be any small detail. Can you think of anything that might help me? Yeah. We tried. We tried. And you didn't have sex with her ever. I see. I was disappointed, but it was what I expected. I took a drink to compose myself. Pardon? I mean, yeah? No, it's alright. I've talked about this with Harumi before. I always thought I was lacking something because I had no father, that I was missing something as a person. I don't think that's true, but alright. It used to trouble me a lot, but Harumi has filled that empty part of me, so I'm better now. Interesting. I asked because I didn't think we'd have another opportunity to talk like this, but I'm surprised by how content I feel now. I mean, if I marry Harumi, that means I'm gonna start calling you Dad. Ugh. Oh, I'm sorry, talking just about me. We need to discuss Harumi's Christmas present. Yes, and when you're as knowledgeable about it as Harumi, it really is difficult. One comfort was that there was still plenty of anime merchandise available during Christmas. I scrolled on my phone looking through ideas when something caught my eye. Oh, it was a news article related to anime. A theme park is collaborating with Otsaga. Harumi would definitely love that, I'm sure of it. Plus, it was something he'd be hesitant to go to alone. What about this, sir? I showed Mr. Makino my phone and briefly explained what it was. A popular theme park has been collaborating with Otsaga since the start of December. They were likely anticipating a large turnout having an event during Christmas. There was limited edition merch, food, drinks, and rides. They put a lot of effort into it. On top of that, there was a special light show. There were special light shows held during the event in the evenings. Jumping words. Yes, sir. Atsaga is something Harume loves. I'm sure he'd be happy to have a ticket to this.
確かに。あの後話を聞いてみたが、後さが一番好きだと話していたしな。
Yeah.
しかし、それほど好きならもうすでに言ってしまったのではないか。
Well, you don't know your son that well, do
今月
you?
の頭からやっているのだろう?
You don't know your son well, do you? No, if he'd gone, he definitely would have told me about it. Oh, being so confident about this in front of his father is embarrassing.
そうか。それもそうだな。
Please excuse my tone.
そんな君のお墨付きならば、まず間違いないだろう。
Okay. Oh, but I wonder if the crowds will be too much for him. I wanted him to enjoy it, but I also didn't want to push him too hard. I told his father my concerns, but he assured me it would be fine. Please don't tell me he buys out the entire park for the day. Oh, God.
君が一緒なら、
Oh, okay.
あいつも心強いだろうしな。
That's normal. That's normal. Oh, I hope so. Oh, but you were planning on having a party at your house on Christmas, right?
他にいい案が思いつかなかったからな。家族揃っての外出もたまにはいいだろう。もう随分長いことを言っていない。
Does that involve me? Then it's decided. A quick search showed the tickets were still available for Christmas Day. We decided we'd buy the tickets early and meet at the park entrance on Christmas, then concluded our strategic meeting. It would be a secret present for Harume. I bet he'll be surprised.
そうだな。
Seeing how happy he was at the prospect made me even more excited for Christmas to come. When I left the cafe, I could hear festive Christmas music from every store I passed. Each window was brightly decorated with lights and decals, making the street vibrant. Everything used to look so gray before Harume came into my life. I'm stimming, so I apologize if my model is moving a bunch. I bounce stimming. After that, I kept in contact with Mr. Makino since we didn't have many days left to iron out the details for the big day. Still, he was busy with his directorial duties, so I did most of the work and reported to him. I managed to snag Harume a pre-order ticket that came with a bonus. When I saw it, I was so glad I bought the ticket right away. After I made the purchase, the listing was marked as sold out, so I got the last one. When I informed Mr. Makino, he said he would get the regular tickets for me and the rest of the family. I was planning on getting my own ticket, so I initially declined, but he said it was his thanks for helping out, so I thanked him and took him up on his kind offer. I mean, yeah, we're going with them as like part of the family, so I guess it makes sense. We bought Harume's present, so this is like our present from our soon-to-be father-in-law. I don't know how we want to put that relationship in perspective. Afterwards, I dedicated myself to learning the park map, attractions, and collab menu as if I was cramming for an exam. Perfect. With this, Operation HO3 will be a 6-0. Ho, ho, ho. I'm sorry to sound like Harume. I decided on a schedule I thought he'd most enjoy, and the forecast called for 100% clear skies. All that was left to do was wait. Oh boy. And before long, it was Christmas Day. It was no wonder Harume was speechless. After our usual cafe meetup, I brought him to the theme park without telling him where we were going. He must have been baffled since we'd come to the theme park instead of his house party. Mm-hmm. It sure is. Here's your present.
これはコラボしてるチケットホルダー付き入場券。
Yep.
これを俺にしかしどうしてこんなことに
The director, your father. You didn't have to say he's the director. How do we know? You could just say your father. Your father decided on this.
父さんとそれって
What?
連絡を取り合ってたって
Don't get weirdly jealous.
俺に内緒で
If I did, it wouldn't be a surprise.
それはそうだけど
Oh, good. Don't get jealous. He's your dad. I don't want to fuck him. It was super hard keeping this under wraps.
なんか複雑だな
It'll be fine. Besides, it's only one part of the surprise.
え
His parents arrived with perfect timing. I waved to them, and they came over to join us. His mom doesn't have a Sprite.
父さんと母さん
どうだ驚いたか
驚いたも何もせめて予告が欲しかった
Nope.
そんなことをしたらサプライズにならないだろう
そうだけど
久しぶりだわ遊園地なんて何年ぶりかしら
Harume buried his face in his hands while his mother stood next to him with shimmering eyes.
ずいぶん言ってなかったからな
Look.
デートで行って以来よね私今日がとっても楽しみだったのこれ
What?
ってダブルデートかしらね
Oh! No! No! Also, why with me? I don't want this to be a double date.
よさないか。
That's weird. That's weird. Can you imagine going on a double date with your parents? No.
父さん、顔が赤い。
No, he's not.
父親をからかうものじゃない。
仕返ししただけ。
This was cute. Now it's weird.
さあ早く入りましょう。キラキラしてて綺麗よ。
After that, we entered through the theme park's gates into an Otsaga-themed Christmas wonderland. Okay.
まず何に乗る？
All right. The options that we are supposed to click are watch the parade. Let's go watch the parade. They'll have Otsaga characters, and I read they'll recreate the key scenes.
それは抑えておかないと。一番いい席で見れるのはどのあたりだろう？
Over there, there's a spot with a good view.
行こう。できればいい席で見たい。
Blessings. Wait up.
ああ、ごめん。急ぎすぎた。
Uh-huh.
あなたにも見やすい場所を確保したくて。
Yeah, me too. Let's go.
あなたも早く行きましょう。
ああ、それにしてもすごい人だな。心配する必要はなかったらしい。
何のことです？
All right.
あの時に手を挙げていれば参加賞のコラボグッズがもらえたのに。
Hadmi growled, his fist clenched by his sides. True, but having to get up on stage and dance would have been embarrassing.
気持ちを切り替えて楽しまなくては。
Yeah, there's so much to see you do.
あれがハルミの好きな後サガか。確かにすごい盛り上がりのパレードだったな。
綺麗でしたね。ダンスも飾り付けも。
The dance. Okay.
今の若者にはこういうものが人気なのだな。
Oh dear lord.
うん。
He's treating this like a business excursion. We're having fun. He's business.
ちょっとお腹空いてきたな。あなたは？
Me too. Wait, where are your parents?
ああ、疲れたらしくて少しあっちのベンチで休んでるって。
Oh, I guess it's just us.
どこかで食べるものでも。
Actually, there should be a shop that's part of the collaboration around here.
あ、
I'm gonna buy something. You wait here. I ran off.
ちょっと。
The theme park was starting to get crowded. If we were just buying food, it'd be faster to go alone. I bought 2 types of donuts from the stand I had in mind, but when I got back, Hadami was nowhere to be seen. Now, where did he go? The stand looked pretty close on the map, but it was actually on the far side of a construction zone, which delayed me. Well, I better find him. I called his phone and located him nearby.
買い物なら俺も行ったのに。
Well, yeah. Sorry, I thought it wouldn't take so long. We better find your parents. We kept them waiting a while.
そのことなんだけど。
Oh, did they go home? Yeah?
この後は夜まで別行動にしようって父さんが。
That's good.
あなたが戻ってくるまで待つように言ったんだけど、母さんを連れてさっさとどこかに行ってしまった。
Aw, what?
自分たちも久しぶりの遊園地を満喫してくるから、
Interesting.
二人で楽しんでこいって。
Oh, they are being considerate.
どうだろう。楽しいのは
Oh
あ
boy.
っちも一緒みたいだし。
Me too. Oh, I almost forgot about the donuts. I got 2 different types so you'd see all the art. Here. I offered one to Hanami.
おう、うん。
He looked surprised for a moment, but then...
Huh?
Nothing. It's just I was offering it for you to take, but you ate it right out of my hand.
確かに。
It's okay, hon. We're dating.
ごめん。
No, it's fine. It actually feels kind of romantic.
確かに。父さんたちがいないから。
This is why I was like, oh, they're coming with us.
というよりこれは完璧にデートなのでは？
Yeah. I guess it is. It made me a little nervous. And yet the happiness I felt overcame my nerves. It feels like something couples would do. Yeah, I think an amusement park date is pretty, basic.
それはポインじゃなくて、正真正銘恋人同士だから。
Yeah, well, you're really... You're right. Not that I forgot, but...
わかる。時々現実感がなくて、夢なんじゃないかって思うことがあるから。
Should I... Excuse me, yawn. Should I pinch you to wake you up?
もう少し後でなら
Uh-huh.
覚悟を決める。
Oh, for what? I'm kidding. The reality of it just makes me happy.
俺もそれにしてもさっきまで気にしていなかったから気がつかなかったんだと思うけど。
Weeb couples. Well, it's Christmas after all. I guess maybe you could come here even if they're having a collab event, even with not for the collab. Part of me looked a little overwhelmed. I glanced at all the people walking past us. Many were walking side by side. They all looked like they were having fun, standing shoulder to shoulder. It was a beautiful sight. They're standing so close together. I suppose getting close is part of being on a date. Maybe we should... why don't we hold hands since we're on a date and everything?
ああ、うん。
The only time we'd held hands was when we were walking back from a fight. Last time we couldn't find each other's hand.
確かにあった、そんなこと。どうしたらいいかわからなくて、手がさまよい続けてて。でも、結局なんとかつなげて。その時あなたの手の小ささに。
Our hands are small. Interesting. I have large hands. As we've discussed. Sometimes I don't know what to do except blush when he says. Blush at what he says. Wait, that's not the point right now. I need to focus. We'll do better this time, I'm sure of it. As I said that, I moved in closer, reached out with my hand to hold his. I can't find it. I groped through the air fruitlessly.
やっぱり難しいものだね。
Holding hands? No, it's not. I wonder how everyone else does this so naturally. It's not that hard. I've held hands with people before. It's not that difficult. It's pretty easy. It's like pretty goddamn easy.
やっぱりいきなり実践は難しいと思う。周囲を観察するところから始めた方が。
That sounds reasonable. I looked around until I found a suitable target. Oh, look at them. A couple was hugging each other at the side of the path. Their arms tightly enveloped one another. They didn't seem to notice the cold.
こんなところではとても。
It was too much romance for beginners like us.
あっちの人たちはどうだろう。
Part of me gestured to a couple that was showing the Christmas spirit by exchanging gifts. That looks like a ring?
プロポーズ。まだ早すぎる。
Oh, but you're not saying no. Huh?
いや俺のような未熟者にはまだまだとても。
Amazing. We continued to observe other couples while we went on the rides, but all it did was highlight how inexperienced we were. Well, being romantic must be hard at first for everyone.
無念だ。だが、いつかこの壁を越えてみせる。
Yeah, let's do our best.
人が多いからか歩きにくくなってきた。もう少し人の少ないところに。
I mean, once he got past his weird 180 and he's like back to normal, now normal, he's not bad. His route just took a weird, massive dip, and now it's back. I agree. It's been fun though. We'd ridden all the rides we'd wanted and bought all the limited edition merchandise. My research and planning had paid off.
実は一つやり残したことがある。
What's that? If you want to ride something, we still have time.
いや、あなたに先にプレゼントをもらってしまって、
Oh,
タイミング
a
が
present for
遅くな
me.
ってしまった。
I forgot about that.
ごめん。これをあなたに似合うと思って。
Oh? Harumi handed me a present small enough to fit in his palm. It was wrapped in red and green paper and sprinkled with golden stars. A small tag was attached with a thin golden ribbon. Thank you so much. May I open it?
もちろん。
It's so cute! Is it a scrunchie?
気に入ってもらえるといいけど、どうだろう。
He probably feels so bad. I got him a fucking limited edition ticket. He got me scrunchie. Thank you, I love it. I was looking for something cute.
それならよかった。本当はアクセサリーとかそういうものの方がいいかと思って悩んだけど。
Can you imagine your partner arranges like a whole day out, buys you a special limited edition thing of a thing you love, and you're like, I got you a scrunchie. Hanami still looked uncertain, but I loved the color and design. Knowing him, he'd spent a while agonizing over it. Let me try it on.
すごく似合う。
Thank you.
それからあなたからもう一つもらいたいものが
You want another gift? From me?
指輪のサイズ
Oh.
よかったらその
Oh. I've only had one man ask me for my ring size, and it was Muffin, who was making me presents, so... Huh?
いや将来的にどうこうという意味では全くなく
Aww.
だけどあなたの身につけるもののサイズをよかったら
I don't even remember what I sent him. Actually, if you ask me right now what's my ring size, I don't remember. I'd have to go look it up.
お願いします
I'd like that. I'll measure it later.
今シュシュをつけてもらって
Interesting.
自分が選んだものを身につけてもらえるのって
Interesting.
すごく嬉しいって分かったから
Aw. Maybe we should buy something matching later?
近々必ず
Aw.
約束しよう
In a quiet corner of the crowded theme park, we linked our pinkies together. Time flew by, and soon we took seats with his parents at a restaurant inside the park. They seemed to have enjoyed themselves too. They noticed me wearing the scrunchie, which made Harume flustered. I felt a warmth deep inside me, like I was almost a part of the family. I'd never had such a wonderful Christmas. After Christmas, the only major event left was New Year's Eve. Or at least that's what I thought. What I thought? An incident occurred. An incident a few days before New Year's Eve. I've been caught in an incident. I got that call from Harume and rushed to the manga club room. When I arrived, I found everyone was somber, even the girls who'd become regular faces. In the middle of them was Harume.
来てくれてありがとう
Huh?
俺一人じゃどうしようもない問題が発生してしまって
Huh? Also, my mouth just made a very strange noise, and I think the microphone picked it up. Wild. What's going on? What was going on? It definitely seemed serious. I'd visited the club in the past, but the mood was suffocating this time. I came as soon as I could, since you made it sound urgent. What happened?
実はくずりゅうくんがインフルエンザで倒れて
Uh-huh. Okay. Is that the problem? But the flu was certainly serious, but he lived with his parents. It shouldn't have been an emergency. Harume must have read the confusion on my face because he went on to explain the situation. That's what you should have started with.
いや実はくずりゅうくんお手製の衣装でコスプレして冬と夏のコミマに毎年参加していたみたいで
What's Komima?
夏と冬に開催される我々の一大イベントです。
Yeah, it's Komiket.
中にはこれのために生きていると言っても過言ではないものもおります。
Alex is refers to the world's biggest self-published book event. It takes place twice a year, the summer and winter. Aside from book sales, people cosplay as anime or manga characters and participate in photo shoots. If you want to take pictures, you should use the designated spaces so as not to cause trouble for others. Okay.
くずりゅうくんもその一人だったんだ。
Uh-huh.
コミマでその力作を披露するのを楽しみにしていたんだけど、インフルエンザじゃさすがに今年は無理なわけで。
So we're gonna cosplay? That's disappointing, but it can't be helped. I hope he feels better soon and he can show it off next year. I felt bad for him, but what could we do?
いやいや、上田氏、これはその一言で片付けられる問題ではないのです。
Oh, the club president spoke in a solemn tone. He looked more aged than a college student.
彼は普段瓶底メガネでなりを潜めてますが、
Oh.
年に2回コスプレの衣装を作り上げ、
Well,
それを身にまとうのを生きがいにしております。
I mean, there's really nothing you can do if you're sick.
メガネやバンダナなどの無用なもの一切をパージし、丹精込めた衣装を身にまとうことで日々のストレスを発散していたのです。
Uh-huh.
単に趣味と切り捨てるには彼の人生の中であまりにウェイトが大きい。
Mm-hmm.
しかし病魔に侵された肉体ではそれが叶わず、このままでは手塩にかけて作った衣装も無駄になってしまいます。
What are you talking about?
それ
That sounds very dramatic. Aren't there other events similar to this?
さっきも言った通り、夏と冬のコミマが一番規模が大きく注目度も高いのです。言うなればスポーツのワールドカップのようなもの。
Mm-hmm. Then he could wear his cosplay in the summer?
ノン、上田氏、
No.
コスプレ界にも旬というものがあるのです。
Okay. Seasons?
ほら、服とかコスメにもあるっしょ。この色は今が旬とか、最旬コーデはこれ。
I don't pay attention to that shit. When I cosplayed, I've only done cosplay a couple times. But when I did whatever the fuck I wanted. Kind of like what I do now. That's kind of my life motto. I do whatever the fuck I want. Oh god, don't hit the microphone. I did, though.
時期を外すとダサくなっちゃうんだって。
Who cares? When they put it that way, I understood. No, I
そ
don't.
の通り。クズ粒子はこの冬のコミマに照準を合わせて作っていたのです。我々はせめて彼の無念を晴らしてやりたい。
Oh boy.
そうは思いませぬか、上田氏。
Oh god. The club president was tearing up. I looked around and saw tears streaming down the others' faces too. Even Hanami looked red around the eyes. Sure.
クズ粒子の衣装は素人が作っているとは思えぬこだわりの一品で、
Interesting.
彼自身ももちろんですが、衣装の作り手としての人気もあるのです。せめて衣装を誰かに着てもらい、
Oh god, they're recruiting me as a model. I'm modeling it.
このまま日の目を見ずに終わるなど、そんな悲しい結末があっていいわけがないのです。
Oh
そう
boy.
は思いませぬか。
Oh fuck. This is so serious. They keep talking like Kuzuri is dead. Right, of course.
でね、もう時間もないし、サイズとか変えられないから、
Yep.
クズリュウと同じ背格好の人に着てもらうしかないわけ。で、それがはるみくんでね。
Oh. Then why am I here? It's true they were pretty similar in height and build. Well, good luck, Harumi. I could ask Kazuma to do your hair and makeup if you'd like.
それもいいんだけど、一つ問題があってさ。
Which is? What is it?
往生際の悪いやつがね。
Oh. Everyone looked at Harumi, who was sweating.
いやいや、俺コスプレなんかしたことないし、見ず知らずの人に取り囲まれて写真撮られるとか無理。死ぬ。
Look. When your first introduction to cosplay is Homestuck Terezi with homemade red glasses, which were literally just reading glasses you got, and you taped some Ziploc bags to the lenses and colored the Ziploc bags red with a Sharpie, and you made the horns out of construction paper. And the gray skin was you just put some gray eyeshadow on your face. Nothing can hurt you anymore. Also making the shirt yourself with fabric paint. Teal glittery fabric paint. Nothing can hurt you anymore. With cosplay, it doesn't fucking matter anymore. Ah, so this is why he sounded so panicked on the phone. I can understand why he'd be hesitant.
観念しなよ。クズリュウの仇を撃つんでしょ。
Yeah.
そうだよ。はるみくんならできるって。
無理だって。
Yeah, you
前
can.
のはるみくんは無理だったかもしれないけど、
You
人
can do
か
it,
ら抜
Harumi.
けたんでしょ。
It's not
なら
that
平気
difficult.
だって。
It's not that difficult.
そんな無茶苦茶な。
じゃあ、クズリュウの無念は晴らしてやらなくていいの？
Mm.
私からも頼みますぞ、牧野氏。我らの同胞ではありませんか。
Mm. I also, the last time I cosplayed, I went as a bunny suit character, but this character covered all of their skin. So I was in a bunny suit with full length tights, a long sleeve shirt. Also, this was fucking summer in Florida. I was dying. I had high heeled shoes. I wore cat ears and, actually the collar that is very similar to the one on my model. Full makeup and my cane. Look, as I said, nothing can fucking hurt me with cosplay. Hey, come on now. If he really doesn't want to do it, you shouldn't force him to.
でもクズリュウ君の頑張りを無にするのは心が痛む。
Am I not gonna wear it?
できること
And why not wear the cosplay? I'll help the makeup or something.
けど、一人じゃ絶対無理だ。
Wait.
あなたがいたら。
Oh, I see. I hope I miss her, but it's too late. I'm getting roped into this. All eyes have turned to me. I'll be your handler. The girls were closing
は
in.
みくんのコスプレ姿見たいし、彼
Ah.
女さんの衣装はネットで買えるから。衣装代は部で持ってくれるらしいよ。メイクもうちらで協力するし。
Fine.
二人とも絶対似合うしね。だからお願い。
Fine.
お願いしますこの通り。
Oh boy. Please don't beg. Seeing him bow his head so low made me wince. I looked to Hottie for help, but...
これからも頼みます。
Oh, okay, fine. I'll do it. If any else would have said no to such pressure, I'd like to meet them. After pushing me into it agreeing, the club members came to shake my head in gratitude.
ありがとう。うちら超頑張ってメイクとかしてあげるし。
This is turning out to be a big deal. I let out a small sigh. I slowly glanced at Hadami and saw the club president aggressively shaking his hand. He looks like he's fainted on his feet. Maybe the stress was too much for him. He was standing stock still as if his soul had left. So, when's Kamima?
2日開催だけど、
Yeah.
今回はイレギュラーだから、出るのは2日目だけでも構わないんで。4日後
Yep.
かな。
4? Now I'm definitely worried. I had no choice but to prepare for anything. Ba 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 ba. Yep. The cosplay Kuzuya made was of Kai, the main character from Hot Saga. Thankfully, it was at least a series I was familiar with. Since Hanamu was going as Kai, I had to be in theme when staying next to him, so I'd be going as the heroine, Gerda. Together, they were the pilots of the large robot Atomic Dragoon. However, this meant the costume design would be rather revealing. Even with the fitting session, I was worried. Yeah. Look, despite wearing a bodysuit, I was completely covered. So I felt no... I didn't feel like I was at all, you know, exposed. So, I mean, I've never done like a sexy cosplay. I don't really want to. However, the day of Kamina came in no time at all. I forced myself out of bed early that morning to head to the convention with Hadami. I was full of people already decked out in their elaborate and well-made costumes. The makeup, wigs, and detailed outfits were of such a high quality they looked like real characters. Yeah. I'm gonna be part of this soon. I wasn't gonna run, but I couldn't help feeling increasingly nervous. Also, supposedly, from what I remember about reading about Comiket, you're not supposed to be wearing cosplay out in public. So, like, Comiket has a bunch of, like, changing rooms. So you go there in your normie clothes, you change your cosplay, and then you change out and leave. You okay, Hadami? He's definitely not okay. Don't worry, Kai can do anything as long as Gerda's by his side. Yeah, we're couple cosplaying. Once we put on our cosplay, we'd become Kai and Gerda. We'd be committed to the characters and to each other. Yeah. You know, the only character I'd be more or less willing to do couple cosplay stuff with is if I cosplayed Aiden. And my partner cosplayed Kuya. Yeah. Mostly because I just would have... Anyone who dates me needs to cosplay Kuya. There's the bar.
じゃあ、彼女さんの方はこっちね。行くよ。
See you later, Hanami. We were both dragged to our respective changing rooms.
よっしゃ、完璧。私らいい仕事するね。
They helped me get into my costume and left the room. There were more people in the hall than before, and it had become crowded. Hadami should have finished changing first, so I headed for our meeting place as quick as I could, but...
わー、すげえ。みんな気合入ってんな。
Huh? That voice. My brain temporarily refused to process the familiar voice I'd heard. It's Cosmo. Finally, I turned and spotted Cosmo. Luckily, he hadn't noticed me yet. Wait, it's not just Cosmo. Oh, it's everyone. Why are you guys here? Nishichiba said I were with him, too. None of them are into this stuff. Sorry, why? None of them are into this stuff. My heart was hammering in my chest, and I hid from the view behind a pillar. I tried to tell myself they wouldn't recognize me in cosplay, but I couldn't be sure of that. I could do to spy on them in their conversation.
Why? Good question. いや、前に一緒に仕事した子に来てほしいって誘われてたんだけどさ。ほら、こういうとこって一人では来にくいじゃん。ダブル主演になったことだし、西島さんとも親睦を深めようと思って誘ったわけ。
Amazing.
親睦なんて深まらなくたって別に。 釣れないな。カズマちゃんは楽しそうじゃん。毎年ニュースでは見たことあったから一度生で見てみたいと思ってたんだ。
He's probably interested in the hair and
誘ってく
makeup.
れてありがとうございます。
Let's be honest. He's into the hair and makeup from the cosplays.
カズマちゃんなら西島さんみたいに渋らず来てくれると思ったよ。何にしたって年が明けたらしばらく遊びになんて出られないんだし、今日だけ。
The three wandered off while commenting on all the sights and scenes. This is bad. This is bad. I knew they didn't have work today. Why'd they have to come here of all places? This was embarrassing enough without having to be seen, having to worry about people I know seeing me. Who knew what they would say if they did? Please let there be no more close calls. I prayed intensely while searching for Hadami in the sea of people. I need to tell Hadami. I have to warn him. I noticed a crowd forming on our meeting spot. This isn't a major meeting spot, so why? My question was swiftly answered. Oh boy.
貝かっこいいですね。すいません、写真をお願いします。私も
目線こっちでポーズお願いします。
こっちにも顔見せてください、カイさん。
Oh. Hadami was surrounded by attendees holding their cameras. The wall of people was thick and there was no easy way through them all. Excuse me, please let me through. Several people took notice of my cosplay.
ゲルダ。
あとサガのコンビだよ。ゲルダもすっかり可愛い。
Hi, sweetheart. I'm sorry, I need to get through. I pushed through the crowd to the center. It looks cool. Hadami was staying like a mannequin for what I assumed were his nerves reaching their max. The cosplay looked great on him, but his face was tense as his eyes narrowly darted around. The sweat beading his brow wasn't only because of the heat. Hadami!
その声は
Hi. He slowly turned to look at me. Hi.
ゲルダ。すごい可愛い。
Thanks. You look really good too. My compliment seemed to relax him a little, some of the tension drained out of him.
くずりゅうくんの力作を着るからには半端なことはできないと思ってなるべく似せたつもりだけど、あなたを待っていたら囲まれてしまって。
That's alright, honey. It was no wonder. Between the cosplay and his looks, he stood out even more in the crowd.
でも来てくれてよかった。正直心細かった。
Me too. And while I hate to add to your stress, I saw some familiar face.
あれ、マキノ君が好きなアニメの主人
Yeah,
公だ。
there it is. Kajima already? Oh my god.
なぜ彼がここに？
It's not just Kajima, everyone's here. I could feel Cosmo and the others getting closer as I whispered to Hadami.
結構本格的なんだな。
No, don't do that!
もっと近くで見てみない？
No.
ちょっと引っ張らないで。
Oh no, this is bad. I did do something. I desperately tried to think of a solution. How can we make sure they won't notice us? If I had the pebble belt Hadami talked about a long time ago, I would have used it then and there. I wanted to hide or run away, but if we ran, it'd only draw their attention. Then how about we make ourselves stand out? I stood back to back with Hadami and struck a pose. It was the same one Kai and Gerda did on the poster for the Atsaga event we attended. They weren't back to back because they were enemies, but because, well, yeah. No, duh. It was because they trusted each other. Posing with my arms raised in front of my face not only gave me an air of mystique, but it also hid my identity. Senna was getting closer. I wish I could look away and ignore him.
なんか君の顔見覚えがあるな。
Oh, fuck. All right, time for the pretend time. You want to save? Yeah. All right. Our final pretend time. The final pretend time of Harumi's route. All right. I have, yeah. Convince them we're strangers. All right. You have it. You definitely have it. I wore a blonde wig, colored contacts, and different makeup than usual. I hardly recognized myself when I looked in the mirror in the changing room. If I changed my voice coupled with my cosplay, I could maybe hide my identity. Yeah, I must become Gerda completely. Gerda was a strong woman and a capable warrior. She was blunt with a sharp tongue. Since she was my total opposite, I could probably trick him. It was a gamble, but let's try it.
ねえ君、俺と会ったことない？
Are Are you asking to get hurt? Back off. I flashed him a sharp look. My heart stopped as our eyes met, but he didn't come any closer. Yes. He tilted his head and stepped back. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Cosmo. I hope Cosmo dragged Senna away, but instead he stopped to look too. Is he gonna come in for a closer look? Yep. Also, looking at the guide I'm using to make certain that I finish the pretend times easily, I don't understand. Yeah, he's here for the wig and makeup. He took his time to look me over, leaving me unable to move. Oh god. Why are we stupid? Possibly I thought I came to this place to save it. Gerda was a boat of Earth, therefore is... Oh, we're really putting on the character. We're role-playing, okay. This is who I am, no more no less. Yeah, we're saying in character. Okay, that makes sense then. He fell for my bluff. I was surprised how easily my in-character lines are coming to me. I was glad I'd reviewed Gerda's backstory for today. So then Riku will come up next. Oh, or not. And take a photo. He held up his phone. What should I do? Should I say no? Judging for the crowd on Hotome, taking pictures seemed to be the norm. Do what you want. Do what you want. I did my best to answer to cool toe to strike a confident pose. He took a step back so he could take a full body shot at me. I can feel Hotome tense up behind me. I can't do anything about that right now. Good question. Oh, ah! I struggled to hide my surprise. I could also feel Hotome's panic and discomfort reaching critical levels. Goodness gracious. Uh-oh, it's gonna ping Hotome's phone. Yep. The moment Hazuma sent the pic, I could hear Hotome's ringtone go off nearby. Everyone immediately looked towards Hotome. You're not even gonna comment about how coincidental that was? Shush. I mean, if you say anything, I completely understand. Saying anything would drastically increase the odds of being recognized. But staying silent is also suspicious. Kai's a private person. Kai's a private person. He doesn't like small talk. I glanced by me, saw Hotome nod to confirm. Dear Lord. Alright. I somehow managed it. I was in a cold sweat, but I thought I'd succeeded in averting their suspicions towards Hotome. Kao no parts. Oh, come on! I panicked at Cosmo-senna. Did I hear that? Luckily, they were distracted by something else and didn't notice the comment. Oh no, he's about to crack and say something. I need to distract all three of them. What could I do? It felt like all I was doing that day was mitigating potential disasters. I was looking around trying to find something to get me out of the situation. The crowd around Hotome had dissipated. There's still plenty of people around. That's it, but we can gather attention. Oh no. Oh no. No, nothing. Something to catch everyone's eye, something exciting. Aha! What? My memory flashed back to the theme park on Christmas during that second parade. On the center stage were dancers dressed as Kai and Gerda. They recreated key scenes from the anime. The audience had gotten super excited over a certain scene from the performance. We could copy that. What the fuck are we doing? But I would pick a scene that Hotome will pick up on with zero warning. I combed back through my memories, back to the DVD I borrowed, back to the scene where they gazed at each other in Botanical Garden, back to that memorable scene between Kai and Gerda, that moment. Episode 19! Alright. Episode 19! I couldn't help but yell it out. Hotome reacted instantly, aiming his prop gun at me. Good. He understood. The face looking down at me was Kai's. I almost faltered from his intensity. Oh, we're back here again. He delivered the line with such conviction. I replied in kind with Gerda's line. I know that's not what you want. That's why this time I'll save you. The crowd let out a cheer. I didn't realize how many people gathered around us. Oh my goodness. Nishishima and the others looked a little overwhelmed as the crowd intensified. Ah, we did it! Alright. I watched as the three of them were swept away by the crowd and sighed in relief. I'm glad it worked out. My nerves were shot. Yeah. Keep it in your pants, honey. He was acting like he wasn't petrified with fear just a moment ago. But it felt nice to know he was enjoying himself so much he'd forgotten the crowd. I didn't think saying it back at the botanical garden would be so useful. Okay. Yahoo! Complete! Although we were stiff at first, we humans are remarkably adaptable creatures. As time passed, even we ended up feeling comfortable. We chatted with attendees and posed for their cameras. We also took a picture of ourselves to send to Kazuya, who was still sick with the flu. The day passed swiftly, and before I knew it, the announcement that Kamima was closing played over the loudspeakers. Everyone around us began applauding, so we followed suit. Let's meet back here after we change. Kai and Gerda waved goodbye, and we headed to the changing rooms. Oh, it's over. After changing, I returned to our meeting spot. I bought some green tea from a vending machine to warm myself up. It felt like a weight had come off my shoulders. Oh, it's good. Gerda had turned back into me, and Kai into Harume. We were back to our normal selves. We'd been different people for only a day, but I felt like I hadn't seen him in forever. We sat down next to each other outside the emptying convention hall. Yeah. Not in this game. I know, I panicked, but maybe this will be a valuable experience I can write about in the future. I'll keep studying and one day be a scenario writer for an anime. Oh, I'm sure you will. Aww. Okay, promise? I'll be looking forward to that day. We smiled at each other under the winter sky. Amid the soft sunset clouds, we shook hands to seal the promise. Our breath rose into the air in white puffs. Yep. The more time I spent with Harume, the more I experienced emotions I'd never known with a frequency I'd never imagined. From burning love to heart-gripping sadness. Even sorrow that ripped me to pieces. At times I couldn't control the dizzying swirl of emotions bubbling up from inside me. I mean, yeah. There were a lot of things that worried me, but I can say with confidence these were all valuable experiences. I wonder if I've been able to change since I met Harume. I kept thinking about it. Even though Kamima should have been exhausting, I felt energized. I looked over my rough draft and revised it. I read it through again. This is much better. The ending was different from before, but the characters all felt more natural. There were still some rough parts, but that was all part of the process. After all, I was barely even a fledgling screenwriter. First, I'd show the draft to Professor Sagi. I hope I've improved a little. I attached it to an email and sent it to him. He immediately replied, I'll look it over. While I waited for his feedback, the year came to an end and we celebrated the new one. There was no change that inherently came with a new year, yet all the same we felt renewed. On our way back from Kamima, we'd promised each other we'd visit the shrine for New Year's. I headed out to meet with Harume. The shrine was much busier than I'd expected.
Kochi!
He spotted me and waved. There you are! Wow, you're excited. We exchanged our New Year's greetings and walked with the flow of human traffic. It's awfully crowded. You okay?
俺はもう去年までの俺とは違う。生まれ変わったんだ。
Oh, okay. Okay then. Let's line up. We joined the line, slowly moving up to the shrine and talked about our resolutions.
父さんとこの休みの間にちゃんと話
Did
を
he
した。
finally accept it?
アニメ監督になりたいって。今回は
Good.
ちゃんと聞いてくれた。
I'm glad to hear that. It seems he understands you better now.
最初はただの憧れとか現実逃避で言っているんじゃないかって疑っていたみたいだけど。
I'm sure everyone faces that kind of scorn. Our dreams were the kind that were often dismissed as childish or fleeting. We'll have to work hard to get past the people who stand in our way and prove ourselves.
うん。そんな気がする。
Did he tell you it would be hard?
いや、そんなのはもう分かっているだろうからって。
Interesting sentence.
当然だ。
I know what I meant, but
父さんを見てれば
interesting sentence.
簡単な仕事じゃないことくらいは俺だってわかる。
Uh-huh.
すぐに目標が手に届くなんて思ってない。まずはアニメ関係の会社に就職して、基本を学ぶところから始めたい。
What did he say to that?
好きにしろって。
That sounds like him. I could tell his father wasn't being dismissive. Instead, he trusted Hanami.
その言葉の意味が途中で投げ出すなってことだって分かったから。やるからには必ずやり遂げてみせる。
Yeah, I think you'll be able to.
あなたにそう言ってもらえると心強い。
Really?
俺にはあなたの言葉はお守りみたいなものだから。
Aww. If my words helped push Hanami onward, then I guess they really were like a charm. I wasn't pulling him along anymore. Hanami was walking towards his goal through his own determination.
そういえばあなたのお父さん探しはどうなった？
I asked around while helping on set, but I couldn't find any clues. The director didn't know anything either. Despite all my investigating, I hadn't found any meaningful leads.
そうか。
I'm not discouraged. I'll keep looking, so I'm sure I'll find out one day. Besides, I have you now.
それはもちろん。
Oh. I've also been talking with your mother on Ring lately. Huh?
母さんと？それは初耳だ。
Did we become friends with his mom?
そういえば時々家で楽しそうに携帯を見ていることがあったような。
Oh, it's ad time. So we'll take a short stretch break. Ugh. I have to go to work tomorrow. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I want to go to work. Okay, hydration. I want to go to work, but I need to. Yeah. I have stuff I need to deal with. And I need to... Oh, bonk, bonk, bonk. I need to schedule some stuff and work on some stuff and all sorts of things. Also, did you guys see we're only 3 followers away from 500 here on Twitch? That's freaking amazing. That's freaking amazing. Yeah, I've got business related things to do. I did talk to someone about like how I'm doing things on like YouTube and stuff this morning. It was really nice. It was like really nice to hear someone say, "Yeah, no, I think you're doing like mostly all the stuff." And I was like, "Yay!" Yay! Blessings. Yeah, we're so close. Speaking of things and stuff I'm doing, the next review, so the Omegaverse manga review, the first one, goes up this Wednesday. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm muting the tubers. I am extremely tempted to do some videos of Uma Musume though. Yeah. Yeah, very exciting. I actually had a lot of fun playing that. I actually had a lot of fun. As I was saying on Twitter, stat raisers, I don't really have like stat raisers that I play. So like having a stat raiser, that's kind of like my stat raiser. Not that I'm going to be, oh fuck, oh god. I just looked. Is Vine Sauce, one of your streamer, is playing Uma Musume. Well, it's everywhere. So we'll see if Wednesday, I know is usually Tomodachi. It might be more Uma Musume. It is really good, actually. It is surprisingly really good. There we go. All right, back to the game. Oh. Yep, I might not be the only one, but we chat occasionally. We swap contacts at the theme park. You. No, silly. Your mother said she was worried about you for a long time. She used to stay out of the way with you and your father because she was afraid to make the situation worse. Why couldn't she tell you? Why couldn't she tell him that? But then she worried her inaction made you feel even more alone. She's proud that you've become a kind, studious man. Yeah, she could have. You're blushing. You are. He may have denied it, but he was smiling. Like with his father before, the lingering misunderstandings were slowly unraveling. We're up next. I explained the way to pay respects. First, we threw the offering we prepared. The coins arced beautifully into the box. Next, you bow twice.
Cool.
And then it's one clap. Yep, and then... Oh, yeah, I forgot. You ring the bell. 2 claps. Forgot. Clap my hands and close my eyes. The noise of the crowd melted away. Bow, bow, ring, clap, clap. You seem to be praying pretty seriously back there. What'd you wish for? Oh. Ooh. I'm not gonna tell you. Nope, wrong. I'll make my dreams come true on my own. I smiled and so did Harume. We gazed warmly at each other for a moment. Even amid the bustling crowd celebrating the new year, Harume stood out in my eyes. The sun slowly warmed the chilly air and the cold began to recede. He took my hand and wound our fingers together. Even though we were both freezing, his touch warmed me within. No, it's nothing. We began to walk side by side, our paces matching. I hoped I'd be able to continue laughing with Harume like that forever. That was my wish. Oh, yay! Finally! Time for the epilogue. Time flew by after that. As planned, we dove into movie production immediately after New Year's Day. Well, with filming well underway, Harume was busy running back and forth every day. He was involved with the filming whenever possible, even after the new school term began. We'd met in a spring a year ago. I hadn't noticed back then, but now that I knew more about Harume, he'd been forcing himself to come in back then. Things were different now. True. Looks like you're having fun, Harume. The job hunt. Now I think about it, we're already seniors. I think so. As for me, I didn't have much to do once the filming began. All I was doing was helping with basic chores as needed or helping Professor Asagi with a few rewrites here and there. So when I had free time, I was using it to write a new script of my own. I turned in my latest draft to Professor Asagi at the end of the year. He praised me a lot, saying the 2 drafts were worlds apart. I was sure he was just joking, but he said he found the characters engaging with how they were trying to figure out their love. He also said it felt a lot more natural. So I shifted to writing a new story to submit to a contest in autumn or winter. Harume and I had both been keeping busy with very little time to spend together. After finishing all our duties, our walks home were the only dates we had time for. Oh. What for? We've got a lot going on. What are you saying? Aren't we spending time together right now? Yeah? Hmm? Yeah? Hmm? Oh. Kiss? Oh. What? Harume, you dirty! When did my innocent Harume learn such a trick? While I was flustered, his face turned red like never before. Oh, you. Harume had changed. Well, sort of. In a way. Okay, it was very nuanced, but still. Seeing his change made me happy, embarrassed, and had my heart racing all at once. That was so not fair, Harume. How so? Yeah. Oh, wow! I love you too. 好きだよ。私も。Oh, promotional posters had started to appear around the city as we were wrapping filming. I was happy to see them, so I took a pic of one at the train station. The poster I photographed had both Senna and Nishijima on it. The background was a location we'd scouted. It was fun to see our work on the poster. Finally, summer came and the movie was completed. Despite being the end of August, the air was still hot and muggy. In the midst of that, Harume and I were invited to the first private screening of the finished film. The scenery spread across the screen and a very human drama followed. The dialogue, the music, the costumes. The movie imparted a sense of emotional clarity with a touch of nostalgia. It was beautiful but sad. I couldn't look away for a single moment. I was so fixated I'd forget to breathe at times. Senna Nishijima's acting was superb, and Professor Asagi's script was immaculate. The hair and makeup were spot on too. Everything was distinct, yet came together seamlessly, which proved the talent and skill of the director. Mr. Makino is truly a visionary. I watched the end credits scroll up the screen and let out a deep sigh. Huh? It just got to me when I saw the credits. You saw it, right? Our names were up there. Wow, you can't imagine how happy I am now. It really made me feel like part of the crew. We were able to help make an amazing movie, even if our contributions were small. Okay. I know what you mean. Mr. Makino's amazing. He's certainly intimidating during filming, but he made sure everyone was doing what they needed to. I shouldn't be surprised it came together. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, alright. You should tell your father what you just said. You've never praised him like this before, right? Your dad. Okay. Why not? Okay. You're such a child. We shared a laugh and an announcement played. Ah, looks like Mr. Makino's coming. The man who walked onto the stage wasn't the father that worried over Harume, but the director of the film. He was a talented man with the skill to bring out everyone's best and create a masterpiece.
まずはこの作品を完成させるにあたり、出演者と関わってくれたすべてのスタッフに感謝を表したいと思います。ありがとう。あなた方がいなければ、この映画は完成はおろか、存在。
Oops. He was met with thunderous applause, and I was part of it. Harume? I looked over to see him staring up at the director without a single clap. His eyes were filled with pride, respect, and a tinge of frustration. I see how it is. The two could definitely get along as father and son, but Harume was starting to see his father as a rival professionally. Huh? Okay. Okay. Interesting. The time flew by until October came, and when the movie released, it was a huge hit. It would easily stay in theaters the rest of the year. As for Hadami, he'd finally found his dream job at a small anime studio. Many who worked at bigger, more reliable studios tried to talk him out of it, but he didn't listen to them. Others were happy to hear he'd found a job. The studio he signed on to had released a number of titles overseas, so his knowledge of English played a role in his hiring. Hadami had laughed, saying everything he'd been through was finally bearing fruit. Things had changed for me too. I was still writing scripts, and now I was submitting them to contests. Just last month, I submitted another to a local television station. I barely squeezed in before the deadline, but I still won one of their top awards. Sadly, I didn't take the grand prize, but when I told Hadami what I'd won, he was as overjoyed as if it had been his own success. We got together so we could celebrate in our own special way. Yeah. Everyone's like, thank God he got a job. Thank you. Neither of us cared for liquor, so instead we toasted the moment with cups of juice and some cake his mother had gotten for us. What? Did we do something? Did I do something?
選考委員の人たちは分かっていない。入賞って何なんだ。あの作品は最優秀賞が妥当でしょう。
Wow, honey. Oh, I see. Thanks. I appreciate the sentiment, Hadami. Professor Asaki praised me too.
俺だけでいいんじゃなかったの？
Ah!
あなたを褒めていいのは俺だけなんだから。
Are you sure there's no liquor in this? What do you talk about? Did you drug your child? Or... excuse me, wait, Hadami, give me your cup. You spiked... What? His mother spiked his drink? What? Huh? What? Everything... We were on the up and up. This route was getting better. And now it just dipped again. What the fuck do you mean his mom spiked his drink? Huh? It's fine, have some water. I had Hadami one of the bottles of water lining the table. Are you okay? You got drunk from a few sips? You know what? That's not... I don't like that. That's not a prank! Spiking so much drink is not a prank! Sorry, let me something? Instead, I'm realizing we should never trust your mother near any sort of food preparation. Guess your mother was trying to Huh? Reward me in her own way by showing me what kind of drunk you are. Yeah, let's go with that. What? Hadami then handed me a stack of papers. Oh, a present for me? You really didn't have to. Now I feel bad for not winning first place. It's a presentation document? Drab, this isn't what you were working on during your job search. I've never seen this before. Oh, honey.
もちろん素人の考えた企画だし、あらやミスもいっぱいあると思うけど、あなたのためだけの企画書なんだ。なんか本当にごめん。やっぱりおかしいよね。捨ててくれていいから。
Give me a second to read it.
ちゃんとプレゼント用意するから。
Don't do that. Thank you for this wonderful gift. It's the first time I've received something so nice. I'll take good care of it. I mean, I'll do more than take care of it. I'll probably wear the corners ragged from reading it over so many times. Do you mind if I study it later? Then Sorry, I guess I lost myself in the moment thinking about your present. I'm not confused. We were like... So this route had been going, like, really well. Like, pretty well. Like, this was like an 8 out of 10 route. And then everything in chapter 6 happened and it bumped this to like a 4 out of 10 route. And then we were back up to like a 7. And now we're down to 6 again. What is happening? The emotional tone does not stay constant. I sure do. Do you mind if I write a scenario using what you have here?
もちろん。書いてもらえたら 光栄だな。
Then we should turn it into an anime just for us. We won't show it to anyone else.
2人だけの上映会したり。
Yeah.
そのためにも就職したら頑張らなきゃ。
Huh?
あなたにどんどん差をつけられたら大変だ。
I'm ready for this for it to be done. I'm writing a drama script right now. I'll need to study too to write for anime. I don't want you to pass on work for me when the time comes because I'm not good enough.
そんなこと絶対ないから。絶対書いてもらえるように頑張るから。
Oh boy. Yeah, we'll each do our best. Scenario aside, do you think making an anime is that much different from making a live action movie?
そうだね。実際に働いてみないとわからないけど、随分と違うと思う。
Well, yeah.
だから初めてのことばかりでくじけることもあると思うけど、一人じゃないから。以前の俺なら一人で抱え込んで落ち込んで、膝を抱えて閉じこもってしまうと思う。でも今はわかる。もちろん目の前のことは自分で何とかしなきゃいけないけど、つまずいたり立ち止まった時は周りの人に相談していいんだって。手を貸してもらうのは恥ずかしいことじゃないんだって。
Hey, Harumi.
全部あなたが教えてくれたんだ。
Thanks for changing the the emotional mood got ruined. I'm sorry. Once your mom roofied you, it was all... Taught me a lot of things too, you know?
好きだよ。
私も Harumi. Saying each other's names made it so much harder to stay apart. Let's move closer to each other. Oh, wait. What if your mother's eavesdropping? And once again, the emotional mood has been shot.
そうだね。
People support each other every day. I've read that countless stories before as if the line was from a template. Now I had come to understand what it really meant, all because of Harumi. I savored everything we'd said then and held it in my mind so I'd have the confidence to continue writing no matter what. Harumi and I promised each other on the night of the premiere we'd reach our dreams together. We were going to create something that would captivate our audience. Yeah. Oh, dear Lord, it's not done yet. Life was tough for us both in our final year of college and searching for jobs on the side. I was in the home stretch working on my final barrier, my graduation thesis. We were both terribly busy, and coupled with the fact we went to different colleges, it was hard to find the time to meet up. Difficult as it was, I managed to focus long enough to finally complete my thesis. We'd been in contact over a ring, but it wasn't anywhere near enough, so we set up a date as soon as it was done.
見たい映画って?
I know it's unusual, but it was a romance that Mr. Makino directed. I heard it really down showing, so it was really released. I was curious since it was growing popularity. I finally found it on DVD.
言ってくれたら父さんに聞いてみたのに。
Not a chance. Think about it. You'd have to ask him for a copy so we could watch it alone here. That'd be too embarrassing.
それは
What? Huh? You haven't seen it either, right? A disc whirred faintly inside the DVD player as I pressed the play button. I held my breath and watched the logos pass one after another. I could sense Harumi's warmth next to me. It was nice, but I was acutely aware of how long it had been since we sat this close to each other. I felt like I could hear my heart pounding as the silent logos scrolled by. Even though I was nervous, I scooted closer. He took a deep breath. He knew exactly what I was doing, and he waited tensely until our fingers touched. I could feel the warmth of his hand. I could hear my pulse in my ears. The electric tension between us was broken as the movie started. A movie centered around romance. It was the story of two lovers with emotions as tumultuous as the sea. Little was explicitly said, but it was masterfully conveyed in the acting, expression, and the environment. The color of the sky, the sound of the wind, sound of breathing. Even the opening of a door. Everything was meticulously set, yet felt so organic. Therefore, every spoken line carried weight and had a well-defined meaning. Every voice was vibrant and alive. Everything came together with beautiful purpose. The movie slowly drew to a close with a lingering sense of sorrow and remorse. We watched a sad movie? We watched a sad movie on our date? That was so amazing.
俺も見とれてしまった。
That seems weird.
端的に
I wouldn't want to watch a sad movie during a date.
美しい。
The story was so intense, but it found the perfect balance and never became too much.
そうそう。ふっと笑える瞬間があるとか、見てる人が辛くなりすぎないようにできてる。
The scene where the woman bared her soul was amazing.
生の感情に触れたって思わせる演技だった。それを引き出したのは監督やスタッフや。
Wait, I nod along total agreement. I hope I can write a script as good as that one day. I want to express how it feels when someone in love looks at their partner with unrestrained emotion.
できるに決まって。
I'm sorry, I'm going a little fast because I want this route to be over. I want this ride to be over. You think so? I was gonna add I hope so when.
そんな顔をしているから。
あ、
演技でなく純粋な気持ちで何かを見つめる。そのことをあなたは知っているから。だからきっと表現することだってできる。少なくとも俺はそう思っている。
Harumi. Did he mean I was earnestly looking to fulfill my dreams, or does he mean I'm earnestly in love with him, like the woman in the movie? I don't even know anymore. I looked away as I lacked the courage to ask him what he meant. Silence hung in the room as I tried to gain control of my emotions. I wanted to look at him, but I felt so shy. Silence was broken by the buzz of the phone. My phone, on the couch next to me, was silent. It was Harumi's phone. When I glanced over, I saw his message from Mr. Makino. Why's your dad texting you? Is there a problem?
いや、そうじゃなくて、父さんめ。
His face was turning red. What did he say? Harumi?
いや、
Oh no. Did your dad text you something like use protection? Oh boy.
っていうか、あなたに見せるべきではないものなので。
Why are his parents so weird? I tried to look at his phone, but he shifted his body so I could see what was on the screen. Now he's making me more suspicious. I reached out to snatch his phone, but he writhed away to avoid me. You don't want me to see it because it's bad? No, it's his fucking phone! Respect his privacy!
っていうか、あなたに見られるのはちょっと。
So he said something bad about... What? Why are we emotionally manipulating this man?
断じてそんなことでは。
But you won't show it to me.
誤解される。
What is happening here? Give me some credit. I promise I won't jump to conclusions or judge you.
軽蔑。あなたにされたら生きていけない。
I won't. Now let me see. Okay, fine. I was looking at him tag. I chased him around the room and he kept himself just out of reach every time I grabbed for him. Almost. I stood on my tiptoes and reached as far as I could when suddenly... Ah! I slipped and fell forward. Oh no. Oh, yep. Ah! I winced, but I didn't hit the floor as expected. Instead, Harumi caught me. Well, not quite. Instead of being in his arms, I was laying on top of him. Oh no, I knocked him to the floor. Wait, the reason the fall wasn't so bad was we'd fallen onto the bed. Alright. Totally speechless, we stared into each other's eyes closer than we'd ever been. I can't believe the root guy that I was reading said this was their favorite ending. I couldn't take my eyes from his. I couldn't even move. Sorry, but it's your fault for running away. His phone had fallen from his grip onto the bed next to us. So I'm gonna see what's going on. Oh, Harumi totally froze and I carefully picked up the phone. I flipped it over to read the text that was still on the screen. The nice and bright screen with the ring message very visible saying... Oh. Yeah, the game really does work against itself. Jeez, that's... The sender was Makino. Makino. Misunderstanding, huh? Oh, dear Lord. Can this route be over? I'm kind of looking forward to this game being over. It's not as bad as Variable Barricade. Because just about everything in Variable Barricade wasn't good. But, like... this game is almost as bad as Variable Barricade, which is saying a lot, because I really kind of hated Variable Barricade. I see. Take good care of her. No need to return tonight. Part of his phone screen went dark as I stared. Yeah. You can probably get it up just fine. Oh, sorry. I must be kind of heavy. Blessings. Seeing him so flustered made me feel bad, but at the same time, I didn't want to get off of him. Touching him skin to skin set my body on fire. It's like wanting to stay under a warm, fluffy blanket on a cold morning. Then again, I shouldn't think of Harumi as a blanket. Although he was comforting, warm, gentle, it could cover me entirely. Dear fucking lord. I looked at him and saw he was staring at the ceiling in nervous anticipation. What do you think I'm gonna do to you? Bite you? I hadn't seen him this close in a long time. So very handsome, yet soft, silky hair. Yeah, I could feel his breath on my cheek. Come to think of it, he was my first kiss. The memory of that moment was vivid in my mind. It's been, what, less than 6 months? Maybe more, actually. We kissed many times since then, but that one was a very special, gentle kiss. He always takes the initiative to kiss me. I never made the first move. I wonder how he'll react. Unable to hold back my curiosity and feeling a little mischievous, I tenderly kissed him. That's an interesting CG. I really did it. It wasn't like it was unusual for women to take the initiative, but it was more tense than I thought I was more tense than I thought possible. Then again, I doubted our situation was all that common. I slowly slipped off Harume, who was staring ahead, eyes wide. Surprised? Dude, I don't even know. You don't have to be angry. I'm sorry if you didn't like it. Oh, no, spirits. I just moved my chair. Okay, then I'm sorry I caught you off guard. I didn't think you'd be so startled. Huh? 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 Wait, what do you mean? Harume reached for me with a glint in his eyes like I'd never seen before. Wait a second. Huh? Wait a second! Whoa, wait a second! I tried to retreat, but... Harume grabbed my hands and we fell back onto the bed. He pulled me back into the position from a moment ago with me on top of him. Oh no, he found out something about himself. Then he pressed his warm, soft lips against mine. Wow, right then. My mind blanked for a moment. I was still as my mind struggled to comprehend what was going on. The kiss was much warmer than any we shared before. It was much more passionate as well. Dear Lord. Accountable? What? You know, you're only piquing my interest. You're okay with me wanting to know more? Okay. Again, the mood has shifted so many times. I still don't even know anything about Harume or... Oh, I still don't know anything about him. And I was like, then why are we having sex with him? I still didn't know everything about Harume or the feelings he held deep inside, and you probably won't. But I wanted to, even if it was a little scary. Hopefully my heart could take it. I felt dizzy for the sound of my pulse being in my head. The movie was over, but our story would continue. Continue into the never-ending future. Whoa! Why are we suddenly having sex? Okay. My heart was overflowing. Me too. Would it be done? I'd like this to be done. Oh, there we go. I don't know what my future holds, but as long as I'm with him, I'm sure my future will be filled with everlasting happiness. Alright. Happy end. Dear Lord. Dear fucking Lord. Alright. Yeah, suddenly sex. I need you guys... I need to repeat that the mood of that last chapter was... We met to watch a movie. We watched a sad movie. His dad then texted him saying, "Don't bother coming home. Take good care of the main character." We then emotionally manipulated him to show him his phone. He didn't want to. We made him show it anyway. And then suddenly we were about to have sex. That was an emotional roller coaster. And it's time to freaking start another route. We're just gonna... Yeah, skip. My favorite ending. I'm not certain I trust your taste anymore. Alrighty. 1 or 2 answers correct. Alright. Back in the thick of it. Oh, goodness. A lot has happened. A lot has happened. And lots will only continue to happen. Alright, let's keep skipping. Fine. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Are you okay? Such is life. Alright, let's write this. 1 or 2 answers correct. Correct. Riku. This person.
西島陸くんか。
Mm.
なかなか見る目がある。
Maybe Riku will be the root.
なぜ彼を
Who knows, though? Well, I can't mention his connection to love to pretend to love yet. I'll talk about his recent work. He was in something I watched recently and he left an impression on me.
ああ、最近特に出演数多いもんな。
Mm-hmm.
今が旬の俳優ってやつ。
演技力も候補者の中でトップでしょう。監督も彼についてはご存知でしたよね。
ああ、最近は仕事をしたことはないが、作品は何作か見させてもらっている。一度だけ子役時代に父親と共演してもらったことがあるが、幼いのに
A single bad take.
その才能には驚かされたものだ。
Oh. Not really. And then politely decline. Then we have the Riku pretend time. All answers correct. One or 2 answers correct for Senna. Then I have to wake him up, which we've already read. Alright, episode 2. Alright. And then this. We follow Riku. Nishijima really has it together. Maybe he'll know how to deal with these two. I sent him the most hopeful look I could muster, but things didn't pan out in my favor. Nishijima spared a single glance in our direction and left the room. Yeah, I figured that'd happen. He doesn't seem like the sort of person who would intervene in a loud argument. In fact, I get the feeling that he goes out of his way to avoid any commotion. He drew a clear boundary between himself and others. As I mulled it over, Mr. Hanai's instructions came to mind. Yeah, investigate the candidates. I can't give up now. If he's putting distance between us, then it's my job to chase after him. He might be connected to my father, and I also want to know what he's like. Okay. With a quick deep breath, I took advantage of the lull in Senna and Kazuma's argument to slip out of the room and follow Nishijima. Right. Which way did he go? He can't have gone far. Oh no. Who's that? Not any of the crew members, I'm sure. This place is part of the campground, though, so there shouldn't be any outsiders allowed. Oh, dear lord. No fangirl squeals anywhere. I headed off the direction of the sound. Just as I'd expected. Oh, lord. Interesting that it showed like half of his face there.
すみません。写真は事務所 NG なので、サインでよければ。
じゃあお願いします。あと、こないだ出てた映画最高でした。映画館3回行きました。ドハマりしました。
Is that something people do? That's not a Prince thing. If I go see a movie in theaters, I don't think, well, I haven't done it a bunch of times. I don't think I'm the type of person to watch a movie multiple times in theaters.
そんなに喜んでもらえて光栄だな。監督や役者仲間にも伝えておきます。はい。サインどうぞ。これからも応援よろしくね。
します。一生応援します。サインも額に入れて家宝にします。ありがとうございました。
こちらこそ。
次は私お願いします。出てる雑誌と DVD 全部持ってます。
はい。喜んで。
His smile is flawless, and yet Nishijima was clearly in danger of drowning in his pool of fans. What should I do? You know what? I think I've got this. I had to get him out of there before even more people showed up. Putting on my game face, I plunged into the crowd, shoved by Nishijima's side. Nishijima, you okay?
Hi.
Yeah. Good, let's get you somewhere less crowded. No, so I turned to the crowd. I'm terribly sorry, but this area is not open to the public. This is an active set. Please make your way out.
ちょっとくらいいいじゃん。
Nope.
ケチ、ずるい。
Why does that make me stingy? I bit back my protest as I desperately held off the crowd. Somehow I managed to escort Nishijima away from the area. When we finally reached a quiet spot, he sat down on a bench and closed his eyes in exhaustion. I should let Cosmo know what happened. It'd be better to let the staff who are used to this kind of thing deal with the fans. After updating Cosmo via text, I timidly called out to Nishijima. They mobbed you pretty hard. He hurt?
大丈夫。ああいうことはたまにあるんだけど、さすがに今日のは不意打ちで、立ち入り禁止になっていたからって油断してました。
I knew you were popular, but wow. I've let Kamikubo know where we are. People should be coming to help us soon.
ありがとう。助かります。
This whole area is supposed to be closed to the public, and news of the training camp wasn't publicized either.
仕方ないですよ。ああいう人たちは、どこかしらから情報を仕入れてくるものだから、目撃情報を共有して後をつけたりして、芸能人のプライバシーよりも仲間内での自慢の方が優先なんでしょう。
Yeah. Nishijima's smile was serene as always, but for a moment it sent a chill down my spine. What was that? The way he spoke about his fans must have caught me off guard, especially since he always maintains a gentle composure. Paying no attention to my reflective moment, Nishijima looked up at the sky. Come to think of it, this is a campground. Even if they put up signs to keep people out, anyone determined enough could sneak in. It's not like we're surrounded by really high fences, barbed wire, and... I was just trying to lighten the mood, but maybe I said too much.
そうだね。
Oh, my. Just then, my phone dinged with a ring notification. I've taken care of it and come back now. Thank goodness. I finished chasing off all the fans. I was just told that we can go back now.
よかった。君にも随分と迷惑をかけちゃ
It's
い
not
ま
like
したね。
it's not like it's your fault
ごめんなさい。
what people do. Oh, it was no trouble at all. All I did was take you away from there. Also blessings. Fangirls could be scary though. Yikes. Still, I think I can understand why those girls were so excited. If I were one of them and I ran into you, I'd want a commemorative autograph too. I wouldn't be quite so pushy about it though.
君も欲しい。
Nishijima lets slip to stop chuckle. An autograph? I mean, you're an actor I respect. If I met you outside of work, I might want one.
じゃあ書いてあげるよ。
Oh no, that'd be rude of me.
失礼って何が？
Well, I'm here for work. If I made a frivolous request like that, it would be disrespectful to all the work you put into these auditions.
さっきまでしどろもどろだったのに。そんな風に
I think I understand how this route's gonna go. He's gonna be like, aren't you just with me because I'm an idol? And we're gonna go, no, I'm with you because I like you as a person. And he's gonna go, what the fuck? Huh?
いや、さっきもあの人たちの前で毅然とした態度をとってたっけ？
Huh?
ああ、ごめんなさい。でも、案外現場でサインを求めてくるスタッフも結構いますよ。
I shouldn't do that. Wait, really?
だから、君の言うところの浮ついたことを、そう思わず平気でやってしまえる人間も中にはいるから、さっきの意見を主張するときは、周りにどんなタイプがいるか
saying it to
見
you.
分けてからがいいと思うよ。
Oh, so when you're on set, do you also change the way you act depending on who's around you?
そうだね。
Ah.
現場の雰囲気が良ければ、それだけ仕事がスムーズに進むから。
Yeah. I hope he doesn't leave the country. Is that how it is? I always assumed the biggest stars were divas on set. Sorry, that's just a notion I had in my head. In actuality, you consider people's feelings and how to help them get along even while you're focused on acting. That's impressive.
そうかな。そんな立派なものじゃないと思うけど。
I'm so humble.
で、どうする？
About what?
サイン。
Uh...
別に君が浮ついた感情がないことも、ミーハーじゃないことも分かった上でね。
He knows we're not into it for bragging
さっ
rights.
き助けてくれた俺。と言っても、お礼になるかわからないけど、もし君が欲しいと思ってくれてるなら、だけど。
Really?
もちろん、サインだけなら、そんな大した手間でもないから。
I don't have anything for you to sign right now, though. Just a notepad and pen that I use for work.
それなら、メモ帳を破って、1枚くれればそれで大丈夫。
Alright. What? Oh, wait. But it's your autograph. You're the one and only Riku Nishijima. He's gonna sign a ripped piece of paper? There's no way it's good enough for you.
そう？何か問題あるかな？
Well, is that okay with you? Is that really okay with you?
どうして？
I mean, it's your signature. Maybe I shouldn't treat it so carelessly. Although, it won't lose its value just because of what you write it on.
存在価値と言われても、ペンがあれば10秒で書けるものだし、言ってしまえばサインなんて、紙に書いたただの文字なんじゃ。
I beg to differ. I couldn't help but reject his irreverent opinion. An autograph contains all the memories and emotions of the moment you received it. It's not just a few letters, not when it has so much packed inside it. One of your fans even said it would be her family heirloom. Nishijima's eyes widened in surprise at my outburst.
君って意外とロマンチストなところあるんだね。
I will say, if Riku fucking leaves the country, I will throw this game. He smiled and scribbled his signature on the page for me. Thank you. I'll treasure it.
さて。
Alright.
そろそろレッスンも再開するし、僕は戻ることにするよ。さっきは本当に助かりました。
Oh, you're welcome. After saying so, Nishijima quickly made his leave. He was smiling gently all the while, and yet I can't believe that cool, composed demeanor is true to his feelings. Nishijima was calm, polite, and gentle towards everyone he met, but for a moment I'd seen an icier side to him. I feel like I'm losing sight of who he really is. Puzzled over my glimpse into this hitherto unknown side of Nishijima, I also left the rest area.
Oh, Ueda-chan!
Yep, there we go, skip. Alright, we go to the clearing. I knew it! That's Nishijima. It feels like I haven't seen him in a while. In actuality, it'd only been a day. He'd been out all day yesterday filming another project. And yet he participated in today's lessons without looking tired at all. Is he on break? What's he doing out here? He didn't seem to notice me coming over. Once I was directly behind him, I spoke up. Nishijima, what are you? Whoa! Nishijima jumped up spooked and several items fell from his grasp. Among them, I could see assorted tools. And are those parts? When I looked around, I saw a number of disassembled parts neatly lined up around him. Was he taking something apart? A chair, maybe?
Kimi?
I'm sorry for startling you. I knelt down next to Nishijima and helped him pick up the fallen parts. Just then... Oh no, this one's broken! There's a crack here! Really, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have sneaked up on you.
Yeah. Kimi no sei de wa.
He glanced at the broken part and the tool in my hands. What do I do? This won't be an easy fix. Oh, who's coming?
どうしちゃったの？そのチェア。
Oh, no.
完全に分解されてるじゃん。
The prop master's back already? Talk about bad timing. The prop master squatted down beside the scattered pieces of the chair and picked up one. This is just, you know.
あれ、あんた俳優の、そうか。
Did that person completely forget about me?
はい。
Before Nishijima could say where the prop master noticed me.
その手の工具。これまさか。
Huh? No way. I clapped my mouth shut in a panic. If I say I didn't do it, Nishijima might be angry with me. I mean, it's my fault things got broken. Hi, Suzaga! If this were to impact his evaluation on the auditions, oh no.
彼女は関係ありません。それは
We finished How to Me. It was just as... It didn't end amazingly. His mother spiked his drink? It was weird. It was weird. Once again, Senna's route so far has been the shining star. Harume was coming up close, and then yeah, we were drinking together to celebrate in his room. We were drinking juice because neither of us wanted alcohol, but his mother spiked his drink with alcohol. And then she looked in the room and said, "Teehee, enjoy." What the fuck? Yeah, no, weird. It was weird. It was weird. Senna is definitely reigning as the best route so far. Even considering everything with Kirari. It's nothing to do with her. It was me, I did it. I silly shook my head at Nishijima to stop him. I was the one who dealt the finishing blow to the chair. It was up to me to make things right. Oh, a pretend time. Save pretend time. Save pretend time. Alrighty. Time for eye searingly yellow. Cover Riku and apologize to the prop master. Hate the yellow.
にしてもずいぶん見事に分解したもんだよな。ネジ山も綺麗に残ってる。でもよ、なんだってチェアなんか分解しちまったんだ。あんたにとっちゃ面
Also,
白くもなんとも
Riku
ねえだろ。
apparently took apart a chair, and so we're taking the fall for him doing that. Well, I don't know why Nishijima took apart the chair either. Why did he, I wonder?
それはチェアが
I have a good reason, trust me. I'll tell you right now.
ほう。
Was that anxiety or suspicion I saw at Nishijima's face? I can worry about this later. I need to talk my way out of it. It's reference material? I thought I could use this reference material for the script.
脚本の
You see, there's a scene where the protagonist takes a chair apart, but it doesn't come off as very realistic as it is.
上田さん、僕のことはもう
He's like, shut up, stop talking.
ああ、そういや前に他の脚本家さんも似たようなこと言ってた気がすんな。
Really?
おう。けどな、勉強熱心なのは関心だが、
It
こういうの
does?
は個人的にやってもらわねえと。
You're completely right, sorry. But it seems he believed me. Nishijima frowned, but he didn't say a word. I fought the urge to give him a reassuring nod.
にしても、さっきも言ったが、ずいぶんうまい具合に分解したもんだな。あんた、ずいぶん大工仕事が得意みてえだが、こんな技術どこで身につけたんだ？
は？
俺、専門的な知識がねえと、うまく外せねえ骨組みもあるしよ。
Well, actually, where on earth did Nishijima learn how to do it then?
それは
Nope. Oh, you know, when it comes to these skills, I'm self-taught. Nobody actually taught me a thing. I just worked based on my instincts.
はぁ？
上田さん、僕は別に
ってことはなんだ？これを全部センスでやったってのか。
Wow, you really do go absolutely insane on a chair. Wow. Yeah, I did.
もしそれが本当なら驚きだ。部品の扱いはプロ顔負けだし、並べ方も後のことをちゃんと考えてるな。こりゃ上達するやつのやり方だ。脚本の方はわからねえが、あんた小道具の方は込みあるぜ。
Is that what this plot is gonna be? Riku actually just wants to work on props and not be a movie. Thank you, you're too kind. Oh, way better than expected. Relieved, I glanced in Nishijima's direction. Hey, he looks kind of happy. I bet he appreciates the indirect compliment. I should have seen that coming. This is like I should have seen that coming.
けどな、俺がここを離れたのは、このチェア、でかいし重いしよ。
Yeah.
これ本当にあんた一人でやったのか？
The prop master's eyes flickered over Nishijima. He suspects that we were working on this together.
上田さん、 もういいよ。無理しないで。
I'll be fine. Just a little more. Please play along. Nishijima was spreading over me, so I shot him a pleading stare.
上田さん。
I could do this. I'm sure almost scot-free. I sure did. I did all by myself. Please have mercy. I bowed deeply, vigorously laying it on thick. I'll turn myself in.
自首
自首
I broke one of the parts. You've caught me red-handed.
いやそこまでする必要は全然ねえよ。それにほら見ろ、横の兄ちゃん。あんたが無茶優勢で引いてるぜ。
Shoot, did I go too far?
ここまで言っているので、どうか許してもらえませんか。
Oh my god. Yes, he's leaning into it.
彼女が罪を犯したというのなら、
What are
そ
we
れは
doing?
僕の罪でもあります。
Nishijima, the actor's arrived. You dropped this, my king. But wait, I'm the one to fall here. With the way he said it, the guy might get the wrong idea.
おう、いや、罪っていうほどのことじゃ。俺だってそんな大事にするつもりじゃねえしな。
Nishijima's realistic acting confused him. Was that on purpose? I should keep it going. We broke a prop. He didn't do anything wrong, sir. He just said it for my sake. Kid, I'm so sorry.
そうか。まあそうだな。あんたの反省してる気持ちは認めてやるよ。
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank goodness.
まあしょうがねえから今回だけは多めに見てやる。あんたみてえな好奇心旺盛さが脚本家には必要なのかもしれねえしな。
Thank you. I'm really sorry.
いいってことよ。兄ちゃんもお嬢さんの知り合いなら次からは止めてやってくれな。
Stop, Prince, next time.
はい、すみませんでした。
それじゃ俺はこのチェア組み立て直すから持ってくぜ。
Hey. After we gathered up the parts and gave them to the prop master, he left. I let out a huge sigh of relief. I'm so glad we got through that. Oh, thanks for playing along there at the end. Although it did get weirdly melodramatic all of a sudden. This is exhausting. Anyway, thank you again.
なんで君がお礼を言うの？
Don't ask. Why wouldn't I?
だって謝るのもお礼を言うのも僕の方でしょ。
Oh, right.
ありがとう、上田さん。
Gosh, you're welcome. Once the prop master was out of sight, blessings, my whole body sagged with relief. Oh, I'm exhausted.
ごめんなさい。妙なことに巻き込んでしまって。
Oh no, I should be the one apologizing. I shook my head and Nishijima let out a strained laugh.
どうして僕をかばったの？
Huh?
あんな風な言い方をしたら怒られるのは目に見えていたのに。
Well, you only broke that part because I ambushed you.
それでも分解していたのは僕だし、黙っていればよかったと思うけど、正直というかなんというか。損するタイプだね。
I'm well aware.
でも、ありがとう。
His words were kind, but his smile was bitter. Anyway, you really surprised me today. Even the prop master was singing your praises. Are you into DIY or something?
ああ、まあ。
He just really wants to be a
そんなと
carpenter.
ころかな。偶然、チェアの壊れてる部分を見つけてね。
So you took it apart to fix it?
自分でも直せるんじゃないかなって。つい手を出し
Wait,
て
so I didn't break it? Oh, that's why you took it apart. He's into DIY stuff, huh? He seemed like the sort of guy who'd never lift anything heavier than a pair of chopsticks. I would have expected that.
僕の趣味が DIY だったら意外かな。
Oh, that's not what I meant.
いいんだ。そういうイメージを作るのも仕事のうちだから。
Oh, no.
なので、できればこの趣味のことは他の人には伏せておいてほしい。
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no problem.
イメージを作るだけじゃなく、守るのも仕事なので。
Oh. I see. He's right. I understand. I'll keep this between us.
ありがとう。よろしくお願いします。それじゃ。
Nishijima bowed to me, then left for the lesson room. As a star, he has an image to uphold. Surely he had a number of stresses the public would never come to know. He really looked like he was enjoying taking the chair apart. I caught a glimpse of something beyond his perpetual smile for the audience. Was that the real Nishijima? Wait, what was I doing out here anyway? Right. I was having such a rush time earlier, too. I feel a little better now. Like some of my stress has vanished. Okay, time to get back to work. I left the clearing behind, thinking all the while of his enthralled expression. What enthralled expression? Did I miss something? Alright. Slide through this. This is where we're like, fuck, are you my brother? And he's like, no. No. Alright. Hi, Keeks. Alright, let's see if we can get to Riku's actual, like, thing tonight. Understand the actors. Yeah, big twist, we don't have a brother. I should definitely reach out to Nishijima first. He's been absent a lot over the past week. Even when he is here, I don't get many chances to speak with him. Hi, Augustine! Oh, thank you so very much for the work. We think that he could be our brother because his dad worked on the same production our mom did. And so we're like, his dad could be our dad, which means that he could be our brother. That's the whole shebang. That's it. Ugh. We don't have, like, we think he could be our brother because we're like, his dad could be our dad. That's it. We don't, like, think we actually have a brother. Yeah, it's possible we don't have a brother. Possible we do. I don't know. Oh, by the way, did you know we're only 3 followers away from 500 here? When we do talk, it's just about superficial stuff. I'm having a hard time coming up with what sort of role to give him in the script. Like Mr. Hanai said, he's too skilled of an actor. Nishijima has played every role he's received to perfection. That makes it even more of a challenge to identify a niche for him. I jotted down my thoughts in my notebook, then looked up with a sigh. Yay. Anyway, I need to talk to him. The next time I see him, I'll have to stop him in his tracks if I have to. Oh. He's right here. Hey, Nishijima. Nishijima.
何か随分慌てているみたいだけど
Oh, well. I'm in trouble? Yeah, the ad just hit. Yawn, yawn, yawn. I am kind of sleepy. I woke up early for their meeting, and then I kind of like half fell asleep. Hi, Keeks. Hi, baby. Yeah. I was gonna do my lease renewal and everything. Yeah, and have my my Earth Dad come over and help me move furniture. But I forgot that he couldn't come over this evening or this afternoon today. So he's just gonna come over tomorrow, and I'll probably do lease at work or something during lunch. But I gotta put in my freaking repair order again. Oh, dear Lord. Dear Lord. It's the sword of Damocles over my toilet again. I mean, yeah. They'll probably put another fan on, and if it does it a third time, I'll be like, look, we gotta figure out what the fuck it's popping off. Whatever you're doing isn't actually fixing it. If it pops off again. If it's just that, like, this one needed to be moved over or something, most of the time it is. Well, things inside your house. If things inside your house are popping off, then yeah, that's a bad sign. But yeah. I also have the next book review coming out this Wednesday. So that'll be fun. And yeah. Oh, goodness. I am sleepy though. But I think after stream, I'm probably gonna end up juggling around, bouncing around some D&D story ideas with a friend or two, because I've got a storm brewing in my head, and I need to I need to discuss it with people. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Well, D and D, it kind of gets smushed together. If you're not busy right now, could I have a moment of your time?
忙しいと言ったら
I'll wait until you're finished.
いっぱい時間がかかると言っても
Then I'll wait a long time.
とりあえず座ろうか
Alright. I detected a flash of annoyance, but I couldn't let that stop me. I resisted the urge to fist pump as I cracked open my notebook, pen at the ready. I need to figure out what kind of role would be best for Nishijima, whether he has any preferences. I'll have to be clever if I'm gonna get anything out of him. But, oh, it's the pretend time. Save. Getting hi Kaden, thank you so much for stopping by. Using a guide for the pretend times has really saved me so much time. Can you imagine if I was having to do these multiple times to figure out the correct answers? Oof. These would take so much longer. Get Riku Nishijima to admit how he feels about his casting. Alright.
それで僕に用事というのは何か緊急の要件とか
Oh no, nothing that urgent.
それだったらまた後でということに
No, sorry, it is an emergency. At least to me it is. He already donned his usual smile. This man has no openings. Well, you see, it feels like I haven't seen you in a while, so I was wondering how you're doing.
久々まあそうか
Yeah.
昨日は丸々一日抜けてたからね
Yeah, you were gone.
他の仕事を抱えてる都合上外出も多いから
I'm gonna scream if this man leaves the country, and that's a plot point.
その分スタッフと会う時間もレッスンの時間も短くて申し訳ないとは思ってます
Gosh, no, I'm not here to complain about it. You've shown us brilliant performances time and time again, as if you're completely unhindered. And other candidates have complained that Mr. Hanai's assignments are too hard. Yet you seem to handle them with ease.
これでも俳優としてはそこそこの経歴があるからね
but others are too.
経験の分多少アドバンテージがあるだけで周りが思ってるほど余裕があるわけじゃないよ
A completely flawless answer, like something the teacher's pet would say with the flip of their hair. If I let the conversation end here, then I'll have stopped him for nothing. I need to dig deeper and figure out his preferences. I know you've been acting since you were little. I've actually seen some of your earliest performances. What roles challenge you? I get the impression that you can play any part pretty well. Still, did any of them challenge you? Any jobs you didn't really like?
僕が嫌いだった役か
Well,
変わった質問をしてくるね
yeah. Nishijima frowned, which was unusual for him.
そういうのはないかな
Huh? So you never had any complaints about any of your roles?
正確に言えば
Oh.
回ってきた役の好き嫌いは考えないようにしているから
What do you mean?
僕は今までいろいろな媒体でインタビューを受けたけれど、印象に残った配役を聞かれても具体的に答えたことは一度もないよ。
That's not out of consideration for your sponsors or to avoid naming names?
そういうわけじゃなく。
A humble smile flashed across Nishijima's face, but he didn't elaborate.
いや、そういうことかな。まあ、結局のところ、 役の好みは関係ないかな。
I mean,
それに、牧野監督の作品なら、演じるのに困るようなおかしな登場人物も出てこないだろうし、もし合格したら、どんな役だろうと。
He's interesting. I haven't broken through yet. He's still giving me those empty star student answers. Nishijima stood up from the seat as if to say he was done with the conversation. He's gonna leave. I have to keep him here somehow. But what can I say to make him stay? There's gotta be a hint buried in what he's told me. Something that'll teach me the real Nishijima. So you don't care. It's all well and good to say you'll work hard no matter what the role is, but if you read between the lines, you really don't care about the roles you play, do you? And that's strange. I can tell from watching all the candidates here that every single actor brings something unique to the table. Even if they all played the same character and said the same lines, they would each breathe new life into the part. I don't mean this in a bad way, but I'd argue that a performance is built around the actor, no matter how deeply in character they get. Yeah. Which, whenever I watch you act, I can't really see who you are. When I saw you on TV, I was genuinely impressed by your performance. And yet, the more I see of you, the more I feel your acting is different from the others. I'm no acting expert, but I think passion is the key element here. His eyes narrowed and I hesitated to continue. No, I can't go back now. I have to go hard or go home. It's not that you'll give any role your utmost effort. You just don't care, so it doesn't matter what the role is. That's how I see it anyway. Hey! Nishijima laughed bitterly. The surrender was written all over his face.
僕が思っていたよりもずっと君は感性の鋭い子だったらしい。
ね。
一応言っておくけれど、僕だってどんな役を演じたいか好き嫌いがないわけじゃない。ただ俳優も仕事だからね。当然好みだけで役は選べない。たとえ望まない役だとしてもしっかりと演じて結果を残す。それがプロだと僕は思うよ。本人がそれで楽しいと思うかは別としてね。まあどんな仕事にも当てはまることだろうけど。
I mean, yeah, but I get what he's trying to say. You'll always have to put up with things you don't like at work. I've had plenty of jobs I didn't like, but
そろそろ時間だね。長々と話してしまったけれど、僕はこの辺で。
Oh, can I ask one more thing?
まだ何か
I called out to Nishijima one last time as he tried to leave. I've learned something about your work ethic from our conversation. So what I want to ask is, do you actually want to make it through these auditions, Nishijima?
それはさっきも言った通り。
Don't give me that shit. That's not what I'm asking. I'm not talking about what comes afterward. I'm asking how you feel about these auditions. Yeah.
その質問。
So here's what I think might happen.
それも選考の一環なのか。
We may have him pivot. We may gently encourage him to pivot to something that he actually enjoys, like we did for Senna. But I don't know. Selection criteria. Huh?
質問に答えることがルールなら僕も答えるけれど、それが単なる個人的興味なら答える義務はないよね。
Interesting. He leveled his gaze at me, eyes narrowed, so I... Personal interest. I'm sorry, it actually has nothing to do with the process. I just wanted to know how you felt. So yes, it's more of a personal question. Sure, it's somewhat related, but this is good enough, right? To be fair, I do want to know how he feels.
どうして?
Why what?
どうして今嘘をつかなかったの?
Why would I lie?
たとえ嘘でも仕事だからと言えば答えるつもりだった。
Why would I lie? I'm not really sure. It didn't feel right to lie about it.
そう。君はバカ正直というか、バカで正直だね。
Hey, you're totally twisting the meaning.
もちろん褒め言葉だよ。
No, you didn't. That's a complete lie. I can see the glimmer in his eyes.
そんな君に敬意を表して一つだけ答えておこうかな。僕が本当にどう思っているか。それは君が見て感じたままが。
Does this man have no identity? Oh, so that's how it is. I'm sure of it now. Nishijima is completely detached from his work as an actor. Yeah, he remembers almost none of his previous roles because he had no interest in any of them. That means he'll do whatever work comes his way in the future. He's insanely talented even with that awful personality. What a waste. Yeah. Because it looks like he wants to be like a tinkerer or something. Like an engineer. But I don't know. This game goes weird though, so fuck if I know. I'd unearthed an ugly truth about Nishijima. With that in mind, I spoke up one last time. I have a simple one for you. Why did you become an actor, Nishijima? My question stopped him in his tracks. Without turning to face me, Nishijima spoke his word barely louder than breath. His words. Interesting. Senna really wants to be an actor. Riku really doesn't.
ただ僕には俳優としての適性とそうなるだけの環境があった。幸か不幸か本人の希望とは関係なく。
I can understand some of his perspective. As I watched Nishijima walk away, I sighed. Wow, that was exhausting. I learned something about his inner self, but I'm sure it was just the tip of the iceberg. He's always seemed so detached to me, but maybe he has his own demons. In that case, it's really not my place to pry. I'd laid part of the groundwork for my script, but I was only feeling more anxious. I heaved another heavy sigh. I spoke to candidates and crew members in order to learn more. That's right. All this stuff. Alright, all of this. Now, to simmer the curry. Nishijima, would you mind taking care of the garnishes? Actually, if you could tackle all the side dishes, that'd be a huge help.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't know how to cook. I already finished cooking the rice, and I'll help you when I'm done here.
いや、待った。いろいろとこの状況について言いたいことはあるんだけど、とりあえず、なぜ僕が炊事の手伝いをさせられているんでしょうか?
Because you happened to pass by, duh. Now the sun was going down, the day's filming was drawing to a close, and some of the cast and crew had been set free. I'd been looking for someone to help me with the massive amount of cooking I had to do. Just then, I happened to catch sight of Nishijima with two awfully free hands. And that's how we got here.
そもそも料理を手伝うだけなら他に敵役がいるのでは? 上久保くんとか?
Nope, Kazuma's out. You're my top choice. That's right, I didn't ask him just because he happened to be here. I managed to talk to him enough to craft his character, but hopefully he'll open up about something more personal. Maybe I'm being a little heavy-handed, but I need this chance to get closer to my father. We are very dead set that his father is our father. What?
わかりました。僕ができることなら手伝うけど、期待はしないでほしい。
Okay.
それで何をすれば? 買い出しにでも行けばいいのかな?
No, please take care of the salad first.
サラダ?
All the ingredients are ready for you. Just mix them up however you want. I shoved the knife and cutting board at him, then turned back to the pot of curry. I once read that mutual endeavors are the key to deepening personal relationships. I'll chat with him while we cook and we'll grow even closer. That was my ulterior motive. Wow. It tastes great now. That's it for the curry. Wonder how he's doing. Nishijima, how's the salad go? When I turned to check on my part, I could believe my eyes. Seiya! What are all those things on the table?
見ての通り、野菜ジュースだよ。販売所で買ってきたんだ。
I believe that I asked you to make the side salad.
サラダも野菜ジュースも成分的にはほぼ同じものだから。
Wow. Does he really not know how to... Nishijima? My voice quivered as a chill ran down my spine. Forgive the question, but have you ever cooked before? I know this is rude, but have you ever cooked before?
都内の2つ星ホテルで10年ほどシェフを務めてたよ。
Played by chef for 10 years. No, you weren't. What? You're only 25 years old. Oh, okay. That's kind of surprising. Did you work there straight out of junior high?
いえ。あの時の僕は30歳という扱いだったので、高校卒業と同時かな。
What the?
それと、下町の料理屋で8年。
Oh, that's the fucking roles you've played, my idiot. Well, hang on. That doesn't make any sense.
で、来月からは戦国時代にタイムスリップして料理人をやる予定だからよろしく。
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. No, wait, those are your TV and movie roles. You've got to be kidding me. I thought some of those off here. This guy can't cook. Amazing. Now that I knew this, I couldn't possibly make him do a bunch of food prep. I considered making it all on my own after all, but then I stood beside Nishijima and showed him how to prepare a proper salad. Wow. Salad lessons. Salad is the easiest fucking thing to make.
サラダの基本はキャベツだったっけ? じゃあ、この葉っぱを何枚か重ねて。
Did you never have to cook on camera? No, cut them first. Then you slice the cucumbers and decorate with cherry tomatoes. Oh, look at that. He can actually handle a knife. You're rather handy with that knife.
以前料理人の役をやった時に 基本的な作業に関しては一通り練習したからなんとなくは。
I hope. You have had culinary roles in all kinds of settings, like traditional soba place in its final days, or hot springs B&B. Even when you were little, you once played a kindergarten who opened a candy shop and invented his own treats. Have you always been good with your hands?
よくそんなに知ってるね。
Yeah, see, he likes
そうだ
tinkering
ね。
with things.
細かい作業は嫌いではないよ。
Just watching you now, I feel like you'd easily take to cooking too.
やればできるというのと、やりたいかは別の問題なので。
Oh boy, you're difficult. So you brought the juice because it was too much trouble to prep?
腹に入れば何でも一緒だから。僕は水か牛乳でいいんだけど。
So you just don't like eating?
君がサラダって言うから。
Okay. Juice is actually a lot better than nothing, I suppose. But isn't there more to it? Like all the rich vitamins and minerals in whole vegetables, or the vibrant colors of a well-set table.
栄養はサプリでも取れるし、別に彩りでお腹が膨れるわけでもないし。
Yeah, maybe it's because I live so frugally that I have a passion for food, but I can't believe he's so indifferent towards eating. You really don't seem to have strong feelings about anything.
そうかな。別にそんなことはないと思うけど。
It sure seems that way to me. Not just about food, but your work too.
またこの間の話？話せることは話したと思うよ。
What can I say? I'm stubborn. I still have a hard time accepting it. All right.
ただ僕の方か。
Yep, that thing we read 2 minutes ago. All the final candidates are earnestly trying to get the lead role. All of them except Nishijima, that is. It's like he's taken a step back to watch all this unfold. It's been bothering me ever since we talked. I've been thinking, if you don't actually want to act in this film, why would you have bothered to audition in the first place? If you get the role, it'll just be a nuisance. So...
してないよ。
Huh?
勝手に応募したのは父だから。僕が応募したわけじゃない。
You mean... You're here at this audition, this camp, because you don't have a choice.
解釈によってはそうなるね。
Oh my god. That's so disrespectful to the people who actually want this. Oh, wow, we're already getting on his ass. My toe was sharper than I intended. Nishijima's icy gaze just pierced right through me. Yeah.
勘違いしているようだけど、僕は何もこの合宿が嫌だとか。
But you don't want to be here. You've literally said you don't want to be here.
演技に手抜きをする気はないし、もちろん。
Yeah, but
オーディションにだって真剣に。
You're not here because you want to. Sure, but
他の候補者に比べて熱意がないと言われれば否定できないけれど、熱意だけで合否が決まるなら、別の分野の努力や技術は全て無駄ということになるからね。
a talent with no enthusiasm. It's rough on everyone involved. Can't accept that. Absolutely not. Still, I can't deny what he's saying. He didn't have to say anything wrong, per se. A lot of what he said last time we talked put me in a funk. This is even worse. I ended up cooking the rest by myself in silence, trying to stifle my irritation. Alright, then food. Alright, then all of this. Yeah, we just gotta find what he's passionate about, which appears to be DIY, like, engineering, furniture building shit. I feel at the most distance from Nishijima right now. I think I've gotten to know everyone else a lot better over the course of camp, but I still don't know very much about him, despite investigating his father. Well, yeah. The more I talk to him, the less I feel like I know him. At the very least, I want to make progress on that front before this camp's over. I still don't expect us to become friends, or I don't expect us to become friends, but I hope we can at least stay in touch so I can ask him about his father later. Wow, we are surprisingly mentioning his father way more than any of the other people. Spurred on my mission, I search for Nishijima. Come hell or high water, I would talk to him.
はあ、長かった合宿も俺的には結構手応えあったけど、選ばれるのは主役と準主役のたった2人だけだもんな。
We are not saying that Riku is a Jesus metaphor or Jesus allegory.
俺はぶっちゃけ受かる気は全然しないけどさ。
俺は通行人でもいいから出たい。
それエキストラじゃん。けど仮に落選したとしてもすっげえいい勉強になったよな。
発表されるまではまだ誰が受かるかは分かりませんよ。誰が選ばれてもおかしくないと監督自身が言ってましたし。
Yeah, you say that because you don't want to be picked.
よく言うぜ西島。お前が一番可能性あるだろ。
Nishijima was smiling and chatting with the rest of the candidates. I peeped on their conversation from afar. They look really excited to be free of the camp. I'm happy for them. It'll be hard to get a word in.
そういや聞いたか。今夜近くで祭りあるって。いいね。せっかくだし合宿の終了記念にみんなで行ってみねえか。
Uh-oh, if they do, I'll lose my precious chance to talk to Nishijima alone. Just as I began to feel alarmed, Nishijima shook his head.
すみません。行きたいのは山々ですが、実は少し前から
But all I have a headache.
人の多いところは辛いので、皆さんだけで行ってもらえれば。
あ、そっか。ならしょうがないな。
I'm an itch. Itch.
お土産買ってきてやるから、おとなしく寝てろよ。
期待しないで待ってます。
Good lord. Now's my chance. The group of actors trickled away like a receding tide. I think we'll get to the end of this chapter. We'll get to chapter 4 and then we'll call it for the night because chapter 4 is long. Once there was no one else around, I stepped into sight. Hello, Nishijima.
上田さん、ひょっとして見ていたの？
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt. You said you had a headache. You okay?
ええ、なんとか。合宿で頑張りすぎたせいかな。
Well, the sight finally lowered my voice. That's an act, isn't it?
どうしてそう思うのかな？
Call it intuition. After all, I've been observing you for weeks. It really seemed like you had a headache, but I wonder if you're just acting. Then you didn't feign it at all when I came in. Am I wrong? It sounds to me I'm right, but why? Is it because he doesn't feel the need to lie to me? Why drop the act in front of me?
さあ、なんでだろう。
Feels like he's teasing me. Alright then, anyway, do you hate going to festivals enough to lie your way out of one?
いや、嫌いとか好きとか。
Do you have festival trauma?
イベントのゲストならともかく、普通に祭りに行ったことなんて、これまでの人生で一度もないので。
Huh? Wait, never? Did your parents ever take you when you were little?
有名税ってやつかな。僕は幼いうちから子役として、それなりに顔が売れてしまったから、トラブルを起こさないために、父からそういう場所を避けるよう言われてきてる。父自身も、昔はそれなりに人気のある俳優だったしね。
Didn't you feel left out?
別に。昔から避けるのが当たり前だったから、そんなこと考えたこともないかな。
It doesn't sound like he's playing tough, though. In response to Nishijima's dispassionate confession, what should I do? Crowded places are risky for him. I learned that firsthand. Maybe just a taste. Then, why don't we just get you a taste of the festival feel?
雰囲気というと?
You know, eating yakisoba, shaved ice, takoyaki, candy apples.
見事に食べ物ばかりのような気がするのはなんでかな?
Once we're near the shrine, I'll go buy the Class A festival food. Then we can eat them together while we listen to the live music. How about that? Let me know if there's anything at all you want to try. I'll buy it right away. Whoa, he laughed. It's totally different than usual. Oh, he climbed up again. Eventually, Nishijima raised his hands in surrender and sighed.
わかった。わかりました。そんなことをしたところで、虚しいだけだと思うんだけど。
You never know.
君がそれで満足いくのなら、神社の近くまでは付き合います。
Yeah. Yes. Early bird gets the worm, as they say. Let's get going. I pumped my fist to show confidence and made way for the festival alongside Nishijima. Can't believe he hasn't been to a festival. What a shame. I have to at least teach him to enjoy the festival feel, and then we can talk. Oh, Nishijima, I can see the lanterns. After walking along a barren path, we soon approached the shrine grounds.
ここからではよく見えないけど、割と大きな規模のお祭りみたいだね。
Yeah, it's bustling with people. There are tons of shops and smells are so good. Gosh, it smells heavenly.
そんなに食べたければ、今からでも祭りの場に混ざってくれば、上久保くんあたりならきっとその辺にいそうな気がするし。
Nah.
検討もせずバッサリ切ったね。
I'm not gonna leave you behind after I took the trouble to bring you here. If you're leaving, so am I.
物好きな人だね。
Yep.
あんな楽しそうな人の輪に混じらず、僕とここで眺めてる方がいいとか。
Yeah. Nishijima smiled brightly and gazed out at the glow of the paper lanterns. Maybe I'm imagining it. He looks kind of happy. What are your thoughts on the festival?
遠いかな。
Much that's your take on it?
ここから遠目に見るだけじゃ
You want to get closer?
感想も何もないと思うけど。
Alright, that's true.
でも、祭り林の音色にほのかな明かり。嫌いな雰囲気じゃない。
Oh!
君が連れてきたいと思った理由、少しだけわかるような気がするよ。
When I'm this close to him, I'm reminded of something. Nishijima has a really pretty face.
どうしたの？飽きたならそろそろ帰る。
No, it's nothing at all. But since we're here, I'll go buy something. What'd you like?
なんでもいいよ。君のおすすめで。
Alright, a suggestion. Think that's something?
ふわふわの
Oh!
綿飴。
Yeah, cotton candy. I'll go buy some. Please wait for me. Don't leave while I'm buying cotton candy. Teehee, I wonder if he'll be happy. Unsure if cotton candy would be enough, I also picked up some yakisoba, which I'd eat if he did. Then I made my way to Nishijima. I hear voices around the corner. Just around the corner I saw. Some of them are speaking to Nishijima, their backs to me. Aren't those the other candidates? What should I do? If they see us together after he lied his way to going there, they might get the wrong idea. I need a good excuse to get out of this. I swayed, unable to think of an escape plan when Nishijima spotted me. Suddenly, so as not to be noticed, he pointed at... Yeah, Watame. I think. He pointed at the path I just come from.
綿飴。
Yeah, Watame. I slipped away without a word. Oh, I know it'd be bad if they see me. What now, though? I could hide here, or did he mean I should head back to camp? I stood there contemplating my options.
Oi, Nishijima.
I heard the sound of someone running this way amid a chorus of shouts. It was Nishijima coming in the corner. Nishijima, what?
行こ
Oh! Nishijima took my hand and pulled me into a run alongside him. Hey!
う。少し我慢して。それ、落とさないようにね。
Okay! I did my very best to keep hold of the food I brought for us. Once we finally reached the campground, only once we'd reached the campground did we finally stop to catch our breath.
急にごめんね。
It's okay, we did walk part of the way at least. I had to take a few more deep breaths before I felt stable again.
上田さんがいなくなって少し経った時に気づかないふりしてさっさと逃げればよかったんだけど、間に合わなくて。
So that's what happened.
断った手前、君と来ているのがバレたらあまり良くはないかと思って。
Oh, excuse me. I was thinking the same thing, although I didn't expect you to come running like that.
そ
Nope, I was thinking of just hiding there and then coming back here by myself.
う？なんで？
Huh? Well, I didn't want to make things even more difficult for you.
別に僕は迷惑じゃないけど。
But you just said it wouldn't have been good if they found out.
それは頭痛のはずの僕を君が連れ出したと思われたら。
Oh. Wait, that's what he meant? It was for my sake? So he's actually worried about me. The impression I had of him up until now wavered a little. I'd seen him as a stoic, aloof sort of guy who was indifferent to the world around him. Meanwhile, I had been skulking around him, prying for information, dragging him out to a public place. If anything, I assumed he disliked me. It doesn't look like he's deceiving me, and I'm sure he doesn't have any particularly strong feelings toward me to begin with. Coming from him, though, this open display of goodwill is, kind of awkward. Alright then, how about we eat the stuff I bought? Sugar looks good, can't let it go to waste. The cotton candy will melt if we leave it much longer. Also, I got some yakisoba. Let's eat it over here. There. I babbled away my sudden shyness and started jogging over to a picnic table. Ah! I must have been tired for running, though, because right when I turned, I tripped over my own feet. Oh, no, I'm gonna fall. Huh? I felt something embrace me and opened my eyes.
大丈夫？
Yeah?
上田さんって時々おっちょこちょいだよね。
Sorry about that.
どういたしまして。
You're kind of different than usual tonight, Nishijima.
そうかな。
I mean, you're being nicer?
それじゃ、まるで僕が普段冷たい人間みたいじゃない？
Well, you are and you aren't, I suppose.
さすがの僕もオーディションが無事終わったことでテンションが上がってるのかも。なんだかんだ楽しんでたみたい。
Nishijima smiled more enthusiasm than usual. She brought a smile out of me, too. Alright. Person-to-person communication. Oh, fireworks. The familiar sights and sounds of summer fireworks livened up the night sky. Am I still leaning on him? Yeah. After taking in the sparkling fireworks, I was hit by a wave of guilt. Hey, I'm sorry. Well, this isn't about how you saved me from falling. When I asked you to go see the festival, I dragged you along against your will. It's my fault you got caught up in some trouble, didn't get to enjoy the event. Then we had to run back, too. Huh?
確かに君についていったけど、もともと彼らにも誘われていたんだよ。誘いに乗るか断るかは僕自身が決められて。
Okay.
そして君の誘いに乗ったのは僕がわかる？責任の所在は明確だと思うけど、なのに君に責任を押し付けるような情けない人間に僕が見えるわけ？
はい。
あの時みたいに。自分が悪役になればそれでいいっていうのは良くないと思う。あの時は君が必死だったからつい話を合わせてしまったけど。
Oh, the chair thing? Thanks then. I think he's just stating the facts, not telling me what I want to hear. But even that was an act of kindness. I looked up at his face. Oh, he's really close. Nearly close enough to touch. I'm okay now, so could you back up? Feeling suddenly embarrassed, I stood up just as the fireworks came faster, more intense. It seemed to be the finale. We stood there in silence as the vigorous pops trailed off, leaving nothing but smoky auras in the night sky. Hi, Ollie! Ah, it's over now.
できるなら、祭りの雰囲気、もう少し味わいたかったけど。
Well, I'm wrapping up. As soon as this chapter is over, I'm gonna call it for the night. Which we're really close, I think. Oh, no spirits, give me back.
差し当たってはこれで十分。
Blessings.
ありがとう、上田さん。
Of course. Not that I really did anything. Nishijima's eyes flicked from the sky toward me. I could almost see myself in them.
そういえば、一つ提案が。後で連絡先交換してくれないかな？
Mission accomplished. I'm fine with that, but are you sure?
嫌なら自分から提案しないよ。
I'll take it. I'll take it. What's that supposed to mean?
さて、いい加減食べようか。焼きそばは君が食べていいよ。
Okay, I got 2 pairs of disposable chopsticks. Let me know if you want any.
ありがとう。
Alright, well, I think that's it. I think that's... Oh, not yet. Later, I'd returned to my room in the camp lodge. I was relaxing, basking in the afterglow of the festival. Out of the blue, I was summoned by Professor Sagi. Oh, that's right. We can skip all this. Oh, I was about to go home. I picked up my luggage, got ready to head out. Just then my phone rang with the sound of an incoming ring message. Good work during camp. Whoa, Nishijima. We added each other on Ring, so I suppose he technically can text me, but I never imagined he'd personally reach out to me. Thanks, you too. I owe you for all your help. I feel I can't thank you enough. No need, but if you insist, maybe I'll have you make it up to me. Huh? Make it up to him how? Puzzled, I asked for clarification. What do you mean? Nishijima? No reply. Frowning, I tucked my phone back in my pocket. I have a bad feeling about this. Amazing. Ah, we did it! I forgot episode 4 is the beginning of the actual route. So we did it. We made it to Nishijima's route. Alright! We finished How to Me. Began Nishijima. Alright. Well, that's all the time I have for tonight. So, without any further ado, let's pop over here. Thank you, everybody, so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it very much. And yeah, you know the usual song and dance. If you're not already following me on social media, I'd appreciate it very much if you did. As well, if you're not already part of our Discord server, I would love to see you there. We had a lot of fun. And yeah, Wednesday may have stream. It might be Uma. It might be Uma. We'll see. But yeah, that's it for tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful meowing afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. And, well, without any further ado, bye. Bye.